Picture this. Me, Ding Fu, riding the world's most depressing subway train. The lights are flickering, the air smells like something died and then died again, and everyone's hauling luggage like they're moving to their grandma's house. Except grandma's house is an unknown dimension that nobody has ever come back from. Yeah, fun times. See, our planet got yeeted out of its orbit a few hundred years ago when some random space rock said, "You're coming with me, buddy," and dragged Earth into the cold void of space. No sun, no warmth. 99% of humanity? Dead. The survivors? Living underground like fancy moles, running out of energy, and now the government's brilliant solution is to YET people through a portal every 10 years into something called the Ancient Void World. Why? Because maybe they'll send back some energy crystals. Maybe. My buddy Guan Chong, big dude, built like a refrigerator, keeps nudging me like, "Stick close when we go through." Bro, this is like the 15th time he's reminded me. I know, man. I'm literally holding onto your backpack. Then he hits me with gossip. Remember Li Ying? The hot girl from school who married into a rich family specifically to avoid getting exiled? Well, plot twist. Her husband's entire family got politically destroyed, and now they're all on the exile list. I'd laugh, but honestly that's just Tuesday in our dystopia. Whatever. Life underground was garbage anyway. Eating scraps, working all day, living like a slave. At least the mystery death dimension is something new. We charge through the portal screaming like idiots. "Freedom," Guan Chong yells. "Ahhhhhh." I yell, because I'm eloquent like that. Then blackout. I wake up in a tiny wooden shack. Alone. No Guan Chong. No luggage. No nothing. Just me in some basic cloth outfit looking like a peasant NPC. But there's this weird metal screen in front of me, and it boots up like a computer. "Hello, Master. Welcome to the Ancient Void World. I'm Guagua, your base management system." Oh great. I have a Siri for castle building. Guagua drops some heavy information real quick. Apparently I'm in a small world with 9 other people, and here's the kicker. If someone dies within the first month, they drop a super energy crystal card. So basically, we're all looking at each other like loot piñatas. Wonderful. I check my stats because apparently this world runs on video game logic. Attack, 2. Defense, 2. Spirit, 1. Knowledge, 1. Life, 10. I'm basically a tutorial enemy. But hey, my talent is accelerated recruitment. All troop recruitment time cut in half. That's actually pretty sweet. Then Guagua tells me I have a starter backpack with a random card in it. One shot at something good. I open it, and boom, it turns into a talent card. Guagua loses his digital mind. "Master, getting a talent card is 1 in 10,000. Your luck is incredible. I'm feeling like the chosen one." The main character. The GOAT. I open the talent card, and it's another accelerated recruitment. Same talent. Twice. My brain immediately goes, 2 half-times equals 0 recruitment time. I'll be spawning armies like a printer goes brrrr. This is broken. This is unfair. I am going to dominate this. Guagua interrupts. Master, there's no record of someone stacking identical talents. I have no idea what'll happen. Should I use it? What if they cancel each other out? What if I lose everything? But you know what? I'm a guy who got dragged through a portal into a death dimension with nothing but cloth underwear and a stone axe. What do I have to lose? I slam that card. New talent appears. Super evolution. Your system gets an extra research option. Cool, but wait, there's more. Resident and troop recruitment time doubled. All resource production halved. I'm sorry, what? I went from recruitment speed god to recruitment speed dumpster fire. Everyone else recruits a resident in 2 hours? Mine takes 4. Everyone gets 1 food from 20 fruits? I need 40. I didn't just shoot myself in the foot. I shot both feet, reloaded, and shot them again. I checked the research option that supposedly makes this worth it. It's empty. Not a single thing in there. Just a blank screen mocking me. Guagua, is this good or bad? You're the first person in ancient void world history to have this happen. So, we'll find out. First in history. That's never a good sign. Nobody says, first person to pet a lion, as a success story. Guagua tries to comfort me. Apparently everyone gets a free card at midnight every day, and there are undead invasions every 2 days that drop crystals. Plus the fence around my base is a safe zone for the first month, so I won't die immediately. Just, slowly, through economic collapse. I step outside and honestly, the world is gorgeous. Blue sky, white clouds, green mountains, birds singing. I've literally never seen sunlight before. For one beautiful moment, I forget that my stats are trash, my talent is cursed, and 9 other people might want to murder me for crystals. Then I snap back to reality and go pick fruit. 40 fruits for 1 unit of food. Everyone else needs 20. I'm out here picking berries like it's my full-time job while my competitors are probably already building armies. I manage to scrape together 5 food and try to recruit my first resident. Recruitment time, 4 hours. Other people's recruitment time, 2 hours. My development speed isn't halved. It's halved and then halved again. I'm playing on nightmare difficulty while everyone else got normal mode. I check my watch. 2 timers. Ancient Void Calendar. Year 100, January 1st, 8:30 a.m. Time until Undead Invasion. 47 hours and 30 minutes. Cool. So I've got 2 days before zombies show up. I'm the weakest person in this world. My amazing talent is actively sabotaging me. And my only hope is that Midnight's mystery card isn't another cosmic joke. Welcome to the ancient void world, Ding Fu. Difficulty, hell. Alright, so Guagua mentioned that killing the undead boss drops a super energy crystal card. Cool. Great. One tiny problem. This, small world, doesn't look small at all. And unless the boss literally walks up to my front door and says, "Please murder me," I probably won't even find it. But whatever. No time for existential dread. I've got fruit to pick. I spend the next hour doing the most soul-crushing harvest of my life. 40 fruits per food unit. 40. I'm out here picking berries like a squirrel preparing for the apocalypse. But hey, even with my garbage production rate, I managed to stack up 30 food in an hour. Not great, not terrible. Actually, no, it is terrible, but I'm trying to stay positive. When my first resident finishes recruiting, I dump all my food into queuing up more residents and head back to base to witness the miracle of life. And I gotta say, watching a dude materialize out of a glowing blue magic circle on the ground, that's something you don't see every day. 1 second, empty floor. Next second, BM, a whole human being just spawns into existence. I try talking to him. What's your name? Serve the master. Where are you from? Serve the master. Are you hungry? Serve the master. Are you cold? SERVETHEMASTER. So basically I recruited an NPC with 1 dialogue line. He looks completely human, but has the personality of a vending machine. I named him Big One because I'm creative like that. I send Big One to pick fruit while I go chop trees. And let me tell you, chopping wood with a stone AXE is about as efficient as cutting steak with a spoon. Half an hour for 1 unit of lumber. 1. I could grow a tree faster than I can chop one down. After scraping together 5 wood, I build a new house remotely through my watch, which is honestly the coolest feature of this whole cursed setup, and start exploring the area. I'm being careful though. Stone axe versus angry beast? That's not a fight, that's a funeral. So I keep my exploration within 100 meters like a responsible coward. Good news, no monsters nearby. Found some iron or scattered on the ground and some stone deposits. Spent an hour picking up iron scraps like I'm searching for coins in a parking lot. Got 30 units before there was nothing left to grab. Should last me a few days. By 5:30 p.m. the sky's getting dark, but since there's no monsters and the undead invasion is still 2 days away, I decide to pull overtime. Yes, I'm working overtime in a death dimension. Some things transcend worlds. I call all 3 of my residents over to help gather wood. We're picking up fallen branches like we're on community service. And here's the fun part. 90% of what we pick up gets classified as firewood instead of lumber. The system is being picky about its sticks. By 8 p.m. we finally hit 25 wood. 1 full day of work. 25 wood. I want to cry. Back at base, I build another house and a workshop, then stuff my face with wild fruit because that's my entire diet now. Living the dream. Then Guagua casually drops. Oh, by the way, Master, if a resident's stamina hits 0, they die. I choke on my fruit. I frantically check Big One's stats. Stamina, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. My guy was literally 1 stamina point away from death, and I had him picking fruit this whole time like a slave driver. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I can't send messages to your watch, Master. Maybe check in more often, fine. That's on me. Accountability. Growth. Character development. I'm a great protagonist. Then Guagua tells me about the World Channel. Basically a group chat with all 10 of us in this world. I can see everyone's population count on the sidebar. I open it up and immediately wish I hadn't. The leaderboard. Zihan. Population. 6280 Ding Liang. 1625 Liang. 11/20 Duanyu. 11/20 Shen Shui. 11/15 Wang Chun. 7/15 Zhen Meng. 6/15 Sun Haoyang. 6/15 Guo Miaoqing. 6/15, and then there's me. Ding Fu. Population. 3/10. 3. The person in 9th place has 6. I have 3. I'm not just last place. I'm last place by a landslide. I'm so far behind that the guy ahead of me needs binoculars to see me. And 62? The top person has 62 residents? What kind of cheat code did they get? While I'm out here picking 40 berries for one food unit, this person is apparently running a civilization. Oh, and get this. There's someone named Li Ying on the list. The Li Ying? The girl from school who married rich to avoid exile? The one whose entire family got politically nuked? If that's actually her, then the universe has a sick sense of humor putting us in the same death arena. But honestly, I can't even think about that right now. At this rate, I'll be the first person eliminated in this world. My one and only hope is the midnight reward card. 3 hours until midnight. Nothing to do but sit here, scroll through my menus, and discover that my fancy new research tab is completely empty. Not a single option. Not even a placeholder. Just a big fat nothing staring back at me like my future. Day 1 summary. Cursed talent, poverty level resources, NPC residents with 1 brain cell, dead last on the scoreboard, and a research feature with literally nothing in it. This is fine. Everything is fine. Midnight. The moment of truth. The card that's going to save my pathetic existence. I pull it out of my bag and hold it like it's a winning lottery ticket. I'm mumbling prayers, doing breathing exercises, practically performing a ritual over this thing. I must have stood there for a solid minute just staring at it. Guagua finally loses patience. Master, even if this one's bad, you still have 28 more coming. Just open it. You don't understand, Guagua. It's not about being strong. It's about being stronger than the other guys. I take a deep breath and YLL. Open. Blinding light. Dramatic sparkle. And the card transforms into a climbing rope with a grappling hook. A climbing rope. I'm standing in a flat grassland with fruit trees, and this universe decided what I really needed was mountaineering equipment. I don't have food. I don't have soldiers. I don't even have a proper EXE. But sure, let me go climb some cliffs real quick. I actually used these back in the labor camps for underground ditch work. So I know what it is. I also know it's completely useless right now. Congratulations, Master. You've obtained another rare item, Guagua chirps. I collapse onto my bed like a deflated balloon, staring at the ceiling, questioning every life choice that led me to this moment. A climbing rope. In a castle-building survival game. I'd rather have gotten a sandwich. But you know what? Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's card will be the one. It has to be. The universe owes me after this comedy of errors. I'm naturally an optimistic guy. Despite getting repeatedly slapped by fate since arriving in this world, I'm still alive, still breathing, still under a blue sky for the first time in my life. That counts for something. I sleep terribly and wake up at 9 a.m. But the good news? While I was having nightmares about climbing ropes, my base was working on autopilot. Population is up to 6. The workshop is built. 3 houses ready. Resources, 100 food, 25 iron. That's IT. That's my entire empire. I check the workshop and finally things start looking up a tiny bit. I can make actual iron tools now. 10 iron axes. Cost. 1 person, 1 iron, 2 hours. 10 iron pickaxes. Cost. 1 person, 2 iron, 4 hours. Iron axes will make chopping wood way faster than my sad little stone axe. I assign 1 resident to tool production and take the rest out stone picking. While everyone's working, I peek at the building menu and spot something new. An blacksmith building unlocked under the workshop. Needs 2 residents, 20 wood, 50 stone, and 50 iron. And it mentions something about professional heroes that can boost production. Heroes? Heroes? I sprint back to base so fast I nearly trip over my own residence. Guagua. What are heroes? Where do I get one? 3 ways, Master. 1. Get a hero card. 2. Build a tavern and recruit 1 monthly. 3. Find a hero altar in the wild. So I need a tavern? Yes, but you need to build the Lord's Hall first. Also, heroes cost 500 gold coins. I check my gold balance. 3 coins. 3. Gold. Coins. I need 500 and I have 3. That's like wanting to buy a house and having bus fare. Forget it. Heroes are a fantasy within a fantasy right now. Okay, Guagua, just tell me the building tree so I stop wasting time. And here's what he lays out. Build the Lord's Hall plus the blacksmith, and I unlock the infantry barracks. Then build the market, and I unlock the archer barracks. After that I get defensive towers. Walls unlock wall upgrades. So the path to having soldiers, actual troops that can fight, requires the Lord's Hall, the blacksmith, and the market. That's 20 wood 20 stone for the Lord's Hall, plus 20 wood 50 stone 50 iron for the blacksmith, plus 10 wood 20 stone for the market. With MY production rates? That's going to take forever. By the time I build an army, everyone else will have kingdoms. Oh, and there's more fun rules. Each barracks only allows 1 type of basic soldier plus 2 additional types if you find special training manuals. And soldiers cost resources to recruit. Resources I don't have. But here's what scares me. We're in a safe zone for 1 month. After that, anyone can attack anyone. If someone parks their army outside my fence before I have defenses, I'm done. No towers, no walls, no escape. So the plan is clear. I need barracks and towers ASAP. Today won't be enough. And tomorrow? Tomorrow is the undead invasion. Guagua, what exactly is this undead thing? How long does it last? Will they attack me? Starts tomorrow at 8 a.m., ends the following day at 8 a.m. 24 hours. The undead actively hunt living beings. If you can't clear them from your area, your residents can't go outside to work. So I lose an entire day of production unless I can fight off zombies. With what army? My 6 NPC residents whose combat capability is basically 0? How strong are they? Do I get anything for killing them? Regular undead soldiers are weaker than the lowest human troops. But there's a lot of them. You get experience and sometimes gold for kills. And here's the important part. Each undead invasion in the first month has a boss. Kill the boss and you get a guaranteed super energy crystal card, plus possible treasure chests and cards. My eyebrows go up. A guaranteed crystal card from the boss. That's huge. That's the thing everyone in this world is willing to kill each other over. And the undead just hand one out? But the question is, can I actually fight? I've got an iron axe and 0 soldiers. Against a horde of undead with a boss? If I can't make something happen during this invasion, the gap between me and everyone else is going to become a canyon. Top Girl Zehan probably already has an army ready to MOW through these zombies, while I'm sitting here with 6 brain-dead fruit pickers and a climbing rope. I have to find a way. Somehow. 2 hours of stone picking later, I've got 50 units. I hand out iron axes to everyone and send the squad to chop wood while I go back to picking up leftover rocks like a human Roomba. The iron axes are a game changer though. Wood production literally doubled, for units per person per hour instead of 2. Still pathetic compared to normal people, but for me, that's a celebration. I upgraded the Lord's Hall within an hour, and it only took 2 hours to finish building. Progress. Actual progress. I spend the rest of the day running a tight operation. 2 residents on iron mining, 3 on wood chopping, and me plus the new guy on stone. I'm watching everyone's stamina like a hawk now because I am not losing another resident to overwork. I learned my lesson. Character growth, remember? By 8 p.m., the results are in. Lord's Hall, done. Market, done. Blacksmith still needs more iron. And the tavern option appeared. Tavern, 20 wood, 20 stone. Spawns 1 random hero per month. Recruitment cost, 500 gold. My current gold. By tomorrow morning, I'll have a whopping 12 coins. I need 500. That's like trying to buy a Ferrari with the change in your couch cushions. Heroes can wait. Resource inventory after a full day of grinding. 100 wood, 80 stone, 32 iron, 50 food. With my cursed half-production talent, this is considered a good day. For everyone else, this would be a slow morning. Midnight strikes. Card time, baby. This time I skipped the superstitious chanting. No prayers. No rituals. Just open. The card transforms into a book. A magic book. Okay. Now we're talking. Magic. Spells. Fireballs. I'm about to become a wizard. I open it. It's blank. Not a single word. Not a letter. Not even a doodle. Just empty pages staring at me like my bank account. Master, with this book you can learn magic. You just need to learn level 1 spells first. Great. Where do I learn spells? From the library building? Or magic scrolls? Or special locations in the wild? Do I have a library? No. You need to build infantry barracks, archer barracks, and a trading post first. So let me get this straight. I got a magic book that has magic in it. And to put magic in it, I need to build approximately 17 more buildings that require resources I don't have. This is like getting a car with no engine, no wheels, and no gas, and being told, congratulations, you own a vehicle 2 nights in a row now. Night 1, climbing rope in a flat world. Night 2, magic book with no magic. At this rate, tomorrow I'll get a boat in the middle of a desert. But wait, Guagua mentioned something interesting about the trading post. Apparently, after 1 month, I can trade with everyone in the ancient void world. And I can trade super energy crystal cards back to my original world through a special exchange. So that's how the crystals get back to Earth? Yes. But you can only sell crystals. And the trade options are very limited. Just basic materials. No weapons. Now it all makes sense. The Federation back on Earth is getting screwed because nobody here wants to trade their precious crystals. And honestly, I don't blame them. The Federation literally exiled entire families, parents first, then their kids 10 years later. My parents went through that portal. Then me. Why would anyone send crystals back to help the people who threw them away like garbage? The ruling families back on Earth are digging their own grave. Eventually, the planet's core will run out of energy completely, and they'll all freeze to death. Karma's a slow worker, but she never misses a shift. As for me, I've got nothing left on Earth worth caring about. No family, no friends, no reason to trade a single crystal back. Let them figure it out themselves. Next morning, day 3, the undead invasion. I position myself at the fence gate right before 8 a.m. because I want front row seats to the apocalypse. And holy, hundreds of glowing orbs flash across the landscape, and suddenly there are skeletons everywhere. Just bones with swords, walking around, like it's normal. I check their stats: skeleton soldier, attack 2, defense 2, damage 1 to 2, life 7, speed 3. Skeleton warrior, attack 2, defense 3, damage 1 to 3, life 9, speed 4. Wait, damage? My stat panel doesn't even have a damage stat. What kind of inconsistent game design, I ask this. The bone boys swarm toward my base and surround the fence. For a second, my heart stops. But then, they freeze exactly 1 meter from the barrier. Just standing there, staring at me, like window shoppers at a mall. They can't get in. The absolute defense zone is real. Thank God. After about 15 minutes of awkward staring contest, most of them wander off to go bother someone else. A few stragglers hang around my base like they've got nowhere better to be, but they're harmless. I'm about to head back inside when I notice something. Right in front of my gate, there's this one skeleton that looks completely different from the rest. He's wearing a robe. He's got some kind of crown on his skull, and his eye sockets are literally glowing. This isn't a regular skeleton. This guy looks like skeleton management, and he's staring right at me. I check the skeleton boss's stats and nearly swallow my own tongue. Skeleton mage, boss attack 10, defense 6, damage 5 to 10, life 50, speed 5, and he has 2 spells, magic arrow and undead resurrection. My stats: attack 2, defense 2, life 10. I don't even have a damage stat. This guy could sneeze on me and I'd disintegrate. Fighting him head-on would be less of a battle and more of a magic-assisted suicide. While I'm staring at him like he's a museum exhibit, this bony idiot notices me looking and decides to shoot at me. A glowing magic arrow flies straight at my face. Bonk. Blocked by the invisible barrier. The absolute defense field catches it like a goalkeeper catching a beach ball. My heart nearly exploded, but I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. The skeleton mage just stands there after his failed shot, staring at me, waiting, like a cat watching a mouse hole. Come out, little human. Come out. And that's when my beautiful, magnificent, galaxy brain idea hits me. If the skeletons are afraid to enter the barrier, what happens if I drag one in? I sprint back to Guagua. What happens if a skeleton gets pulled inside the fence? Master, undead cannot enter the absolute defense zone. Yeah, But what if I force one in? I don't. My database has no information on this scenario, so you're saying there's a chance. Guagua has no answer. Perfect. When the system doesn't say no, that means yes in my book. And that's when I remember the most useless item I own. The item I mocked. The item I said was worse than a sandwich. The climbing rope with grappling hook. You beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment. I take back everything I said about you. You're not useless. You're my secret weapon. I grab the rope and march back to the gate. The skeleton mage is still lurking about 10 meters away. Good distance for a throw, but I want him closer. I draw a line on the ground marking exactly where the barrier ends. Then I do something incredibly stupid. I stick 1 foot outside the barrier. Just 1 foot. A single toe past the line. The skeleton mage sees it and lunges forward, closing half the distance instantly. His empty eye sockets are practically drooling. I yank my foot back. He stops. 5 meters away now. Perfect range. I grip the rope 6 meters from the hook end, back up 2 meters inside the fence so the math works out, and start spinning the grappling hook over my head like a lasso. The fence is only 1.5 meters tall, so it doesn't get in the way. The skeleton mage watches the spinning rope with absolutely zero understanding of what's about to happen. He's just sitting there like, what is this idiot doing? Is he dancing? I'll eat him when he's done. The rotation hits peak speed. I charge forward 3 steps and launch. The hook sails through the air, the rope catches the mage right around the neck at the perfect angle, and the momentum wraps it around his bony throat like a Christmas ribbon on a present. Got him. I yank the rope with everything I've got. The skeleton mage lifts clean off the ground, his bony feet leaving the dirt, and sails over the fence into my territory. The second he crosses the barrier line, his entire body starts sizzling. Green smoke pours off him like he's a steak on a grill. Within seconds, this terrifying level boss with 50 HP and magic spells and a crown on his head dissolves into a pile of ash. He didn't even have time to scream. Just S-E-Z and poof. Bone dust raining from the sky. I stood there in stunned silence for approximately 0.3 seconds before the notifications hit. Experience 100. Super Energy Crystal Card X1. The crystal card. The thing people kill each other for. The thing that makes this whole death world worth surviving. I got one by fishing a skeleton through a fence like a carnival prize. But wait, there's more. In the pile of ash, there's a little red treasure chest. My first treasure chest ever. I open it immediately because patience is for people who aren't on a winning streak. Magic Arrow Scroll X1. Spear Shield Soldier Training Manual. Refined Iron Sword X1, 1 star. 3 items from 1 chest. A spell for my empty magic book. A training manual for advanced troops. And an actual weapon. The sword stats. Attack 5, damage 3 to 5. I check my personal stats after the level ups from that 100 experience, and I nearly faint from joy. Level 5 was 1. Attack 4-5 is equal to 9 was 2. Defense 3 was 2. Spirit 2 was 1. Life 50 was 10. Magic points 10 new. And I now have a damage stat 3 to 5. I went from being weaker than a tutorial slime to being an actual threat. 1 skeleton lasso trick, and suddenly I'm a whole different person. My life points went from 10 to 50. I have magic points now. I have a sword. The climbing rope. The climbing rope. The item I called worthless. The item I said was worse than bread. That rope just won me the entire early game. I owe that rope an apology and a thank you card. Back at base, I grill Guagua on the combat mechanics because if I'm going outside to fight skeletons, I need to know exactly how much damage I can take before becoming a skeleton myself. Turns out, heroes get damage from weapons, and hero weapons are completely different from soldier weapons. My fancy refined iron sword. Hero exclusive. Can't give it to troops. Soldiers have to use knockoff gear forged from blueprints at the blacksmith. Class inequality exists even in fantasy worlds. Spirit stat boosts magic power. Each point adds 10 damage to magic arrow. Knowledge adds 10 magic points per point. Magic regenerates at 1 point per 10 minutes, which is the slowest recharge rate since my phone back on Earth. Oh wait, we didn't have phones. Never mind. I name my castle Fu City because I'm creative and also because every great empire needs a name before it has, an actual army. Guagua, with my current stats, Can I go outside and fight those bone boys? Your attack is 9 now, master. Skeleton soldiers can't survive a single hit from you. Just don't get surrounded. Time to do math. According to the damage formula Guagua taught me, which took me embarrassingly long to understand because I dropped out of school to dig ditches, skeleton warriors can only deal 0.5 to 1.5 damage to me per hit. 0.5. These guys are basically tickling me. I grab my sword and march to the gate like an action hero walking away from an explosion. Outside, the skeletons are wandering around in small groups looking absolutely clueless. Some groups of 10, some just 1 or 2, all shuffling around like they forgot why they're here. I lock onto the nearest 3, sprint out the gate, and swing. 1 slash. Head goes flying. Body crumbles. Experience 2. 2 experience? I just decapitated a supernatural creature, and the universe rewards me with 2 points? That's not a reward. That's an insult. But whatever. These things are so easy to kill. They don't dodge. They don't block. They barely react. It's like fighting training dummies that can walk. 3 swings, 3 dead skeletons, and I'm already planning my farming route. My strategy? Simple. Stay on the outside of any group, so they're always chasing but instead of surrounding me. Run, slash, run, slash. It's like a workout with bonus loot. Then I get bold. A group of 10? Sure, why not? I dive straight in, swing my sword in wide arcs, and melt through them like a lawnmower through tall grass. 20 experience in seconds. Level 6 in under 5 minutes. The upgrade point goes to knowledge, bumping my magic to 20/20ths. Oh right, I have magic arrow now. I pick a skeleton warrior 30 meters away, channel my spiritual energy, no chanting needed, just think and shoot, and fire a glowing arrow at his stupid skull. It fizzles out a few meters short. Too far. Apparently the range caps at about 25 meters. I try again at 20 meters. 2 skeleton warriors. 2 shots. Boom. Boom. Both instantly vaporized. Experience 3. Experience 3. Gold 1. Gold. My first gold from combat. I've been broke since I got here, and now the skeletons are literally paying me to murder them. This is the greatest business model in the history of business models. There's just one tiny problem with magic. Each magic arrow costs 5 mana, and I regenerate 1 point every 10 minutes. So after 4 shots, I'm dry for almost an hour. Magic arrow is basically a luxury sports car with a gas tank the size of a thimble. Back to the sword it is. And honestly, the sword is faster anyway. Why spend 50 minutes waiting for one spell when I can chop through a dozen skeletons in that same time? 20 minutes of farming later, the area around my base is a graveyard. Well, more of a graveyard. The skeletons are all dead. Again, I hit level 8, and both upgrade points went into defense. Random stat allocation is a cruel mistress, but I'll take it. Since the coast is clear, I send my 12 residents out to work. 2 on fruit, 3 on wood, 3 on stone, rest on iron mining. All the gathering spots are within 50 meters of each other, so I patrol the perimeter like a very aggressive security guard. And here's where it gets beautiful. The skeletons can sense living things, right? So my residents are basically bait. New groups of skeletons keep wandering toward us like moths to a flame, and I'm standing there with my sword going. Welcome to Fu City. Population, you're dead. I'm honestly having the time of my life. No danger, free experience, free gold, and my residents are gathering resources in the background. For the first time since arriving in this cursed world, everything is going right. My resource income is still garbage thanks to my terrible talent, but you know what? I'll make up the difference in levels and loot. Can't outproduce the competition? Fine. I'll outfight them instead. Come to me, Bone Boys. Daddy needs his experience points. By noon I hit level 10, and I'm drenched in sweat. My arms feel like overcooked noodles, but the skeletons keep coming like I'm running a buffet. I have to call everyone back to base because my stamina is basically 0. We sit around eating fruit like a sad picnic. And here's the thing that kills me. My residents eat too. They just pull out fruit and start chomping. So I walk over and say, hey guys, eat as much as you want. If 1 unit of food isn't enough, have more. They all stop chewing. Stare at me with blank eyes. Then in perfect unison, serve the master. I nearly had a heart attack. 12 people saying the same thing at the same time. That's not loyalty. That's a horror movie. I'm going to go insane if I don't find someone real to talk to. A few months of only hearing, serve the master, and I'll be having philosophical debates with my fence. Back in the wood shack, I checked the experience table. Level 10 to 11 is only 100 XP, and each level just adds 10 more. Honestly, not bad. Today's skeleton massacre earned me 50 gold coins too. I'm practically rich now. Well, rich by guy who had 3 coins yesterday, standards. Then I opened the world channel to check on the competition and wait, there are only 6 names on the list. Yesterday there were 10. Zihan, population, 104 120 Ding Liang, 4150 Li Ying, 3750 Wang Chun, 3240 Jin Ming, 3140 Ding Fu, 1320. 4 people are gone. Guagua, why are there only 6 people? Only the living appear on the board, master. But the absolute defense zone. The barrier. As long as you stay inside the fence, nothing can hurt you. Who would be dumb enough to go outside during an undead invasion? Oh, they didn't die today. They all died yesterday, master. Before the undead invasion. There's a message in the chat log you missed. I scroll back to yesterday, 2 p.m. One message. One single, chilling message. Guamiaoqing. Everyone be careful. Wang Chun has cavalry. That's it. She didn't even finish the sentence. She died mid-message. This girl used her last breath to warn the rest of us. Wang Chun. That name is now burned into my brain. This psychopath got cavalry troops on day 1 and spent the entire day hunting other players for their crystal cards. For people dead. 4. In one day, while I was out picking fruit and chopping wood, this guy was running a murder operation. But hold on. Did he really kill all 4 by himself? This small world isn't actually small. Finding 4 separate people in one day with just cavalry? That's either impressive tracking or someone else is also killing people. Either way, the survival game just got real. We're not just competing anymore. We're being hunted. Rest in peace, Guamiaoqing. You died warning strangers you'd never met. That takes more courage than anything I've done with my fancy sword and climbing rope. At least now Wang Chun is exposed. Everyone saw that message. He's lost the element of surprise. But cavalry is fast, and if he catches me in the open, I need those barracks. I need soldiers. Yesterday, after resting, I head back out for round 2 of Skeleton Genocide. By level 11, the area is clear again, so I bring out the residents to work while I patrol. I'm watching every direction now, sword in one hand, eyes scanning the horizon. Every time I see movement, my grip tightens. Is that a skeleton or a horseman? The pattern becomes, clear skeletons, send out workers, clear more skeletons, bring everyone back when the horde gets too thick, rest, repeat. By nightfall, I've hit level 13, with stat points going into spirit and knowledge. Resource check, food 115, wood 210, stone 205, iron 80, gold 165. I build the blacksmith immediately. 2 hours later, the moment I've been waiting for, infantry barracks unlocked. Cost, 200 wood, 200 stone, 100 food. I look at my food supply. 115. Building the barracks will leave me with 15 food. My residents eat 13 per day. That gives me roughly 1 day before everyone starves. I build it anyway. I'll pick fruit at dawn. Soldiers are more important than breakfast. Then Guagua drops a bombshell. Master, your research tab has something in it now. The research tab. The mysterious empty feature from my cursed talent. The thing that's been blank since day 1. I sprint to check it. Magic Arrow Evolution. Cost, 10 super energy points. And underneath, in parentheses, the most terrifying disclaimer I've ever read. Please use carefully. Super evolution has no guaranteed outcome and is not bound by system rules. No guaranteed outcome. Not bound by rules. Guagua. What does not bound by rules mean? Your talent super evolution is itself a mutation, master. The system cannot predict what will happen. It's like opening a random card. Pure luck. So my magic arrow could evolve into something unusable, very possible, wonderful. My unique talent is basically a slot machine that might give me a jackpot or might give me nothing. Or worse, something actively bad. It's Schrodinger's upgrade. It's simultaneously the best and worst talent in existence until I actually use it. Oh, and the super energy points? Those come from using super energy crystal cards. The same cards that are needed for upgrading high-level buildings later. So every point I spend on research is a point I can't spend on construction. I pull out my crystal card, the one I lassoed off that skeleton mage's corpse, and activate it. Super energy points, 10. I stare at the research button. 10 points. Exactly enough for one evolution attempt. One roll of the dice. One spin of the wheel. Do I gamble my only crystal card on a feature that might produce garbage? Or do I save it for building upgrades like a responsible adult? I'm standing at the crossroads of wisdom and stupidity, and let me tell you, stupidity is looking real attractive right now. 10 super energy points for one evolution attempt? One entire crystal card just to upgrade a single spell? That's like paying for a whole CR just to change the radio station. Guagua, do building upgrades cost this much too? Depends. A level 5 Lord's Hall needs 20 points. What's the max building level? 5. But some buildings like walls don't have levels. Okay, so crystal cards are only needed for the highest upgrades. I can breathe. But then Guagua hits me with, oh, there are lots of other uses too. Like treasure spaces, pocket dimensions full of loot that cost crystal cards to enter. Some need 10 cards. Has anyone ever entered a 10-card treasure space? Nope. Nobody's ever been rich enough. So even in a world of castles and magic, everyone is broke. Glad poverty is a universal constant across dimensions. I think about using my 10 points on magic arrow evolution, but nah. Even if it evolves into something amazing, my magic pool is 20 points. That's like having a nuclear missile with enough fuel for one shot. Personal power is nice, but it won't fix my crippled economy. I'll save it. Wait for something worth gambling on. Then a thought hits me like a truck. I have that Spear Shield Soldier training manual. If magic can evolve, can soldiers evolve too? Sleep comes easy when you've had a good day. I wake up at 9 a.m. feeling like a king. The undead invasion is over, no more bone boys, and my resident count is up to 18. I assign 5 to fruit, 5 to iron, 4 to wood, 4 to stone, and open up my shiny new barracks. The default unit is a spearman, 1 star. Attack 3, defense 1, life 10. Costs 10 food and 5 gold. Takes 8 hours to recruit, thanks to my wonderful cursed talent. Not bad. Stronger than skeletons. But not what I'm here for. I pull out the Spear Shield Soldier training manual. Learn. New unit unlocked. Spear Shield Soldier, 1 star, heavy infantry. Attack 5, defense 5, life 50. Now that's more like it. But I don't even look at the recruitment costs because I'm already opening the research tab and, yes, there it is. Spear Shield Soldier Evolution, cost, 10 super energy points. This is it. This is what I've been saving for. Do I know what will happen? No. Could it produce something completely useless? Absolutely. Could it somehow make things worse? Guagua literally cannot rule that out. But here's my logic. My talent already gave me the worst possible production debuffs. If I don't use the evolution feature, I basically have a talent that only hurts me. I might as well be playing with no talent at all. If I'm going to lose anyway, I'd rather lose swinging for the fences. Besides, I pulled a skeleton boss through a barrier with a climbing rope. I'm clearly a man who thrives on stupid decisions. Teeth clenched, finger extended. Evolve. A loading bar appears. 1 minute of the longest wait of my life. Complete. I open the barracks. The Spear Shield Soldier is gone. In its place, Mystic Armor Guard, 1 star mutant unit. Heavy infantry attack, 10 defense, 20 damage, 10 to 25 speed, 7 life, 150 carry capacity, 100 skills. Hold the line. When in defensive formation, damage received reduced by 80%. Spear Beam Pierce, 20% chance to shoot a laser beam of spear energy along a 5-meter line. Damage increases with distance, 100% at 1 meter, 20% per additional meter. Piercing Strike, deals bonus 50 damage to non-heavy armor targets. 5-hit combo, attacks 5 times rapidly. 10-second cooldown. I'm reading this with my mouth hanging open so wide that a bird could nest in there. This unit is absurd. Defense 20 with an 80% damage reduction skill? That's basically invincible. A 5-hit combo every 10 seconds? A laser spear? These aren't soldiers. These are walking war crimes. Then I scroll down to the recruitment cost. Food, 100. Gold, 500. 500. Gold. My current gold, around 165. Each resident generates 1 gold per day. With 18 residents, that's 18 gold daily. To get 500 gold from taxes alone, I'd need almost a month. And it gets worse. Recruitment time, 96 hours. That's 4 days per soldier. Monthly salary, 50 gold each. Daily food consumption, 10 units. These soldiers eat 10 times what a resident eats and demand a paycheck on top of it. I basically evolved my troops into luxury units that I can't afford. It's like being a homeless guy who wins a Lamborghini. Congratulations, you own the most powerful vehicle on the road. Now where are you going to park it? How are you paying insurance? Can you even afford gas? Guagua, the evolution worked great, but I can't recruit a single one. Congratulations, master. Just keep working hard and you'll get there eventually. Any way to make gold fast? Find a rich ally. They provide resources, you provide the super soldiers. Win-win. Oh sure, let me just go ask one of the 5 surviving people in this world, one of whom is actively murdering everyone, to be my business partner. Hey Wang Chun, I know you killed 4 people yesterday, but want to be friends? I promise my invisible murder fence won't hurt you. Trust takes time. Nobody's forming alliances in a world where killing your ally drops a crystal card worth more than anything they could trade you. Can't I just kill another castle lord and take their gold? Everyone's been here 3 days, master. Nobody has that much gold either, so my options are wait for residents to slowly generate gold like the world's worst savings account, or wait for the next undead invasion and farm skeletons like my life depends on it. Because it literally does. I suddenly miss those bone boys. Yesterday, I was annoyed they kept coming. Now I'm praying for more. Come back, skeletons. I need your sweet, sweet gold coins. I only got 150 last time, and that was not enough. Next undead invasion. 2 days away. 2 days of picking fruit and chopping wood with my pathetic half-speed production, knowing that I own the blueprint for the most overpowered soldier in this world and can't even afford one. Life is cruel and also very, very funny. Guagua casually mentions that soldiers come out naked. No weapons. No armor. Just vibes. I have to equip them separately. So my mystic armor guards, who already have insane base stats, would be even more broken with proper gear? Cool. Cool. Just another amazing thing I can't afford. The bread is right there and I can't reach it. My soul itches. I decide today I'm not doing manual labor. I've got a sword now. I'm level 13, and I need to actually explore beyond my little 100-meter bubble. Time to see what's out there. Before leaving, I tell my residents, if you see anything dangerous, run back to base immediately. These guys are precious. Each one represents 4 hours of recruitment time and 40 fruits of food. Losing one would be like watching money burn. Just as I'm about to leave, a resident walks up and says something that isn't, serve the master. Master, the wild fruit is running out. Should we search for more? I nearly fall over. He said words. Different words. Actual useful information. Growth. Development. Maybe there's hope for these NPCs after all. I tell him to keep picking what's left while I scout ahead. Feeding 18 residents plus future soldiers is going to require a lot more fruit trees. I push my exploration out to 200 meters from base and find a new fruit grove. Nice. Plus a small river with decent water and even some fish. Only problem is the river's 200 meters away, which is sketchy territory right now. Not safe enough for my precious residents to go fishing. Today's construction goal, Archer Barracks. Same cost as the infantry one, 200 wood, 200 stone, 100 food. I've got the food, but I'm short on wood and stone, so I shuffle workers around. 2 fruit pickers reassigned to lumber, new recruits on stone duty. We're running a tight operation here at Fu City. With the workers handled, I cross the river and keep exploring. About 200 meters past the water, I spot something interesting. A fruit grove with 30-plus residents working it. My heart does a backflip. That's someone else's territory. One of the other 5 survivors. I creep closer like a ninja, a very clumsy, sword-carrying ninja, and spot a young woman among the workers. She's dressed in cloth like me, not in the brown worker clothes the residents wear. That's a castle lord. I can't see her info yet, so I inch closer. Let me be clear, I am not here to rob anyone, especially not a woman. What I need is an ally, someone with resources to fund my ridiculously expensive super soldiers. At 20 meters, her info pops up. Purple Moon Castle Lord. Zihan level 1. Attack 1. Defense 0. Spirit 2. Knowledge 2. Life 10. This is the Zihan, the number 1 ranked player. Population 130. The person who had 62 residents on day 1 while I was crying over my 3. And she's level 1? Attack 1? Defense 0? She's a mage-type lord. All spirit and knowledge, 0 combat ability. She could be killed by a sneeze. Meanwhile, she's got 130 residents pumping out resources like a factory. She's basically a billionaire with no bodyguard. This is perfect. She has what I need, resources and population. I have what SHE needs, combat power, and soon the most overpowered soldiers in existence. We're literally 2 puzzle pieces. Plus, we're neighbors. Our territories are close enough that defending each other would be easy. 10 mystic armor guards between us, and nobody is getting through. This alliance could actually work. I watch her working alongside her residents in the sunlight. Sweat glistening on her face, big bright eyes, delicate movements. She clearly grew up in the labor camps too. You can tell by how she works. There's something warm about watching someone just quietly doing their best to survive. Okay, focus, Ding Fu. Alliance. Business. Not whatever your heart just did. I put away my sword. Can't approach a woman looking like a serial killer, take a deep breath, and step out from behind a tree with my most charming smile. Hey, Zihan, beautiful day, right? Wanna be friends? Smooth, Ding Fu. Real smooth. That's the best line you've got? Wanna be friends? What are you, 5? In my defense, I grew up in a labor camp where boys and girls were separated. We worked 10 hours a day. 0 dating experience. I've had more conversations with skeletons than with women. My social skills with the opposite gender are somewhere between confused toddler and malfunctioning robot. Zihan jumps like I appeared out of thin air, which, to be fair, I kind of did. She spins around, sees me standing 10 meters away waving like an idiot, and her face goes from startled to terrified. Don't come closer. I have 30 people here. I'm not afraid of you. Oh no, she thinks I'm here to murder her. Of course she does. Everyone saw Guo Miaoqing's warning about Wang Chun. In this world, a stranger approaching you is basically a death sentence. Then she checks my stats and I watch the color drain from her face in real time. Level 13. Attack 11. She just realized that her 30 residents with 1 attack and 0 defense are about as threatening to me as 30 angry kittens. She could throw all of them at me, and I'd walk through like it's a light breeze. Great. My first social interaction with a real human being in this world, and she thinks I'm an assassin. This is going well. She backs away from me like I'm a bomb about to explode. Keeps at least 10 meters between us at all times. I'm basically radioactive. Don't be scared. I'm a good guy. I just want to form an alliance, I say in my gentlest, most non-murdery voice. You're right. You can have this fruit grove. Just take it and leave me alone. She thinks I'm here to steal her berries. Lady, I have bigger problems than your fruit trees. Seriously, there's a psycho with cavalry out there hunting people. If we team up, we can protect each other. I'm practically begging at this point. Oh, so he's the bad guy and you're the hero? Kill me, and you get a crystal card. You think I'm stupid enough to believe you'd pass that up? Okay, she's got a point there. But still, the alliance system literally prevents allied players from attacking each other. Even after breaking the alliance, there's a 48-hour no-attack period. You'd be totally safe. Oh, great plan. You form an alliance, trap me, break it, wait 48 hours, then slaughter me. I wasn't born yesterday. I actually hadn't thought of that. This girl is sharp. Here I am thinking I'm the clever one with my climbing rope tricks, and she's already predicted scam strategies I didn't even consider. Her voice starts cracking when she brings up Guo Miaoqing, the girl who died warning everyone. Zihan's genuinely scared. And honestly, she has every right to be. She's level 1 with 0 defense in a world where people kill each other for cards. She's a golden goose surrounded by wolves. Look, I sigh. I know you can't trust me right away. How about we just add each other as friends first? Build some understanding over time? She hesitates. I can practically hear the gears turning in her head. Fine. Friends. But you can only send me 10 messages per day. I'm sorry, what? 10 messages? 10. That's like 3 conversations. That's barely enough to say good morning, discuss the weather, and say good night. She's putting me on a communication diet. Isn't 10 a bit low? I'm soft-hearted and easily tricked. If you sweet-talk me too much, I might actually fall for it. So 10 messages. Take it or leave it. She's literally protecting herself from being charmed. She knows her own weakness and is building defenses around it. This woman is playing 4D chess with her own emotions. I'm simultaneously impressed and frustrated. Deal. We add each other as friends. I want to keep chatting, but she's already gathering her residents to leave. Before she goes, I try one more thing. Hey, you've got over 100 residents. You don't need to come out here personally. And that cavalry guy could show up anytime. You can't outrun a horse. I have lots of people. I'm not scared. She puffs up like an angry hamster. Your residents have 1 attack and 0 defense. You could throw all of them at a cavalryman and he'd ride right through like they're made of paper. I'm recruiting soldiers now. I'll be fine soon. Basic barrack soldiers are weak. Cavalry units probably have high stats and speed. Even if you can't beat them, they can always run away and come back. Hit and run. You can't stop that. She pauses. I can tell that hit home. But she shakes it off. Fine. Thanks for the warning. I guess. Her tone screams, I know you're just trying to butter me up, and I am not falling for it. She marches off with her nose in the air. I watch her go with a tired smile. Trying to recruit a sugar mama for my alliance and got rejected. Put on a 10-message leash like a puppy. My first real human conversation in this world, and I got treated like a scam caller. I head back the opposite direction from her base. Can't have her thinking I'm stalking her, and run into 3 wolves along the way. Wolves. Actual wolves. With teeth and fur and everything. Lucky for me, between my iron sword and 1 magic arrow, they go down without touching me. The experience is garbage. 1 point per wolf? Seriously? But wolf meat is wolf meat. I drag 3 wolf carcasses back to base like the world's worst delivery service. In the other direction, I explore about 500 meters out. Found another fruit grove and a stone quarry. Then I stumble across a flock of sheep in a forest. Sheep. Actual livestock. I pick off a few old males, sorry grandpa sheep, it's survival of the fittest, and have my residents carry them home. Tonight we eat something other than fruit for the first time. My residents might actually get to taste protein. Back at base, I ask Guagua something that's been bugging me. Will the animals go extinct if I keep hunting? Nope. All resources refresh on the first day of every month. But each resource point has daily limits. 1,000 for iron, 2,000 for stone and wood. So resources are basically infinite, pretty much. But to increase production past the daily cap, you need to control more resource points. Good thing I've already found 3 iron deposits, 3 stone quarries, and 3 forests. With enough residents, my production could actually become decent. Not great, thanks cursed talent, but decent. I check my resources, just enough for the archer barracks. I slam that build button immediately. 1 step closer to defense towers. 1 step closer to not being helpless. 1 step closer to maybe, possibly, convincing a certain beautiful paranoid woman that I'm worth trusting. 10 messages a day. She gave me 10 messages a day to prove I'm not a murderer. Challenge accepted. Resources after building the archer barracks. Food 240, wood 20, stone 10, iron 110. I'm basically bankrupt again. Meanwhile, Zihan over there is sitting on 150 residents like a dragon on a pile of gold while I'm scraping by with 20 people. Guagua pops up. Master, new research options available. I check and there's a whole list now. Mystic Armor Guard attack 5%. Cost. 1 super energy point. Mystic Armor Guard defense 5%. Cost. 1 super energy point. Mystic Armor Guard speed 10%. Cost. 1 super energy point. Mystic Armor Guard life 10%. Cost. 1 super energy point. Everything needs super energy points. Everything. My talent is called Super Evolution, and it runs exclusively on the rarest currency in existence. It's like owning a sports car that only runs on liquid diamonds. The Mystic Armor Guards are already monsters, though. What I really need is to evolve a ranged unit and eventually cavalry. But all of that needs more crystal cards that I don't have. Time to use my secret weapon, social skills. I open up the friends list and message Zihan. And since she gave me a 10-message quota, every word counts. No wasted messages. This is precision communication. Hey beautiful, quick question. How do you have so many residents? I've got 20 and you've got 150. What's your secret? She actually replies. And she's bragging. My first card gave me 50 residents, and my talent is halved recruitment time for residents. 50 residents from 1 card? And her talent speeds up recruitment? She's literally my opposite. I got a talent that doubles recruitment time and halves production. She got both bonuses. The universe gave her a feast, and gave me crumbs. Wow, that's amazing. So you must have tons of resources, right? Any chance you could share some with your poor neighbor? I can't even afford to build soldiers. Why would I give you anything? I need to get strong so you men don't kill me. I'm a good person. I just want an alliance. I would never hurt anyone. I'm very gentle and kind. Oh, please. You killed undead without blinking. You're level 13. I can see exactly how many skeletons you butchered. Wait, what? My skeleton kill count is evidence of being dangerous? I killed monsters. Undead. Walking bones. That's like saying a guy who swats mosquitoes is capable of murder. But apparently, in Zehan's brain, kills skeletons equals psychopath. Female logic is a dimension I cannot navigate. I only fought them because I had a good weapon. It's not bravery, it's just math. Even if I had the strength, I'd never go outside with those horrible things. They're terrifying. She's afraid of skeletons. The things that fall apart when you look at them too hard. This girl has 150 residents, enough resources to build an empire, and she's scared of bones. I try to give her useful advice. Next undead invasion. Send your soldiers out to fight. The experience is worth it. Each level gives you 10 more HP. Recruiting is so slow though. Spearmen take 4 hours each. Archers take 6. I won't have many soldiers by then. And if they die, that's such a waste. Your life is what matters. Who cares about a few soldiers when you only have 10 HP? One hit from anything and you're dead. Oh, you're right. 10 HP is really low. Maybe I should try fighting next time. Finally getting through to her. Progress. Do you know magic? I ask. We can learn magic? She didn't even know. This girl built arrow towers before she knew magic existed. I spend a message explaining magic books and how to learn spells, and she gets all jealous. You're so lucky. Magic already? It's only been a few days. Lucky? Lucky? Do you see my population? 20. I just built the archer barracks, and I'm broke. I might literally starve to death tomorrow. Stop complaining. I only built MY archer barracks yesterday too. Today I finished walls and an arrow tower. Now I don't have to worry about you people coming to kill me. She has walls. And arrow towers. While I'm sitting here with a wooden fence and a dream. And she's flexing on me about it. Arrow towers already? You really are rich. Wait, I count my messages. Oh no, you've sent 11 messages. That's one over the limit. We're done for today. And don't go over 10 again tomorrow. She was counting. This woman was having a full conversation with me and counting my messages at the same time. That's not multitasking, that's surveillance. I sit there staring at my screen in complete disbelief. Cut off mid-conversation. Like getting your phone taken away by your MOM. Then midnight arrives. Card time. I open it with zero expectations because my luck has been a roller coaster and I've learned not to hope. Gold coins X1, 0001. 1,000. Gold. I literally scream. I jump up from my bed. I do a little dance in my tiny wooden shack. The residents outside probably think I'm having a seizure. 1,000 gold. That's enough for... Oh my god. That's enough for a mystic armor guard. I slam that recruit button so fast, I nearly break my watch. Recruitment time, 96 hours. That's 4 days. Which means he'll be ready right when the next undead invasion hits. And here's the beautiful part. Guagua told me that when defense is more than 5 times the attacker's offense, no damage is dealt. 0. Nothing. Mystic Armor Guard defense, 20. Skeleton attack, 2 to 3. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. The skeletons need at least attack 4 to even scratch my soldier. They have 2. My boy is going to walk into an undead army and take 0 damage while killing everything in sight. It's going to be a massacre, and for once, I'm on the winning side. Oh, and soldiers' kill experience counts toward MY level 2. So while my Mystic Armor Guard is out there being an invincible death machine, I'll be leveling up from inside my base like I'm playing on easy mode. The climbing rope saved my life. The midnight card saved my wallet. And soon, one single Mystic Armor Guard is going to save my future. Things are looking up, baby. I wake up still grinning from last night's 1,000 gold jackpot. My face muscles are actually sore from smiling. I assign work duties and skip over to check out my brand new archer barracks. Basic archers, attack 4, defense 1, life 10. Recruitment time, 12 hours. Cost, 10 food, 10 gold. These guys are weak. But I don't need them to fight. I need them to sit in arrow towers. Speaking of which, arrow tower cost, 10 wood, 10 stone. 10 and 10. That's IT. I was bracing for some astronomical price, and it costs less than a house. I build one immediately next to my gate. Fu City finally has its first piece of actual defense. We went from open-air buffet for predators to slightly less open-air buffet with a pointy stick on top. Back inside, I interrogate Guagua about the building tree because knowledge is power and I am currently powerless. Cavalry situation. I need a stable, which requires a blueprint and captured horses. No horses exist in the small world, only in the main world, which I can't access yet. So Wang Chun, the murder guy with cavalry, either got insanely lucky with a card drop, or he found some exploit I don't know about. Either way, I'm not getting cavalry anytime soon. Troop upgrades. Barracks go up to level 5, matching 5-star troops. But level 4 and above require super energy points. Of course they do. Everything in this world runs on crystal cards like they're the universal currency of existence. I spend the entire morning asking Guagua questions like a 5-year-old who just discovered the word, why. Building upgrades are capped by Lord's Hall level. Special buildings need blueprints. The usual, you need stuff you don't have, energy. Then in the afternoon, I head out to explore and my watch buzzes. A message from Zihan. Ding Fu, be careful. Wang Chun just showed up at MY base. He tried to get me to ally with him. I refused. He left, but he's probably heading your way. My blood goes cold. The killer is in the neighborhood. How many troops does he have? 1 cavalryman. For archers, 6 spearmen. What are the cavalry stats? 1 star cavalry. Attack 11, defense 5, damage 5 to 10, speed 12, life 60. I run the numbers in my head. Attack 11 is scary. Speed 12 is terrifying. That thing is fast. But defense 5? That's workable. My attack is 9 from the sword alone, and with the damage formula. 1 good hit takes at least 20 HP off that horse rider. Does the cavalry have armor? No. Just a lance. No other weapons. Just a lance. That means if the cavalryman misses his charge, he's got nothing for close combat. A lance is a one-trick weapon, devastating at full gallop, useless when someone's right next to you. And my life is 110 compared to his 60. Plus I have my trump card, Magic Arrow. 30 damage per shot. 2 arrows, and that cavalry is dead meat. If I can dodge the initial charge and get close, my win rate is at least 90%. The spearmen and archers are irrelevant in small numbers. It's all about that 1 cavalryman. I immediately recall all my residents to base. No one stays outside. Not a single person. Wang Chun doesn't get to touch my people. I wait, and wait, and wait. He never shows up. By nightfall, nothing. And tomorrow's the undead invasion, so he probably won't risk coming during that either. Crisis averted. For now. But I noticed something interesting. Zihan warned me. She didn't have to. She used one of her precious messages to give me a heads up about danger. She might say she doesn't trust me. She might count my messages like a prison warden, but when it mattered, she looked out for me. Progress. Slow progress, but progress. Then midnight. Card time. After last night's glorious 1,000 gold, I'm riding high. The universe loves me now. This is going to be amazing. I open the card. 100 units of food. 100. Food. Fruit. I got the equivalent of picking 2,000 berries by hand, which, at my production rate, is like 1 afternoon of work. Yesterday, 1,000 gold coins. Today, a bag of groceries. The universe giveth and the universe taketh away. My luck has the consistency of a drunk person on a bicycle. Up 1 second, face first in the dirt the next. I stare at my 100 food units and wonder, how many days of bad luck am I in for this time? 8 a.m. Undead Invasion Round 2. Ding ding ding. I'm standing at the gate like last time, except now I've got arrow towers flanking me. 2 archers stationed and ready. I tell them to hold fire though. Arrows aren't cheap, and I'm not wasting ammo on the opening act. Then I scan the incoming horde and, oh, this isn't the same weak sauce as last time. Skeleton archers, attack 4, ranged capability. Skeleton champions, attack 4, defense 3, life 15. And zombies, defense 5, life 20, slow but tanky. 3 new enemy types. The archers worry me the most. I have 0 armor. My shirt is literally cloth. 1 arrow won't kill me, but 50 arrows definitely will. And the blacksmith only makes gear for soldiers, not for heroes. Hero equipment comes from treasure chests or special blueprints that I don't have. I'm mentally drafting a battle plan when I notice something and nearly choke on my own spit. The skeleton mage boss, standing in the exact same spot as last time, staring at me with his glowing eye sockets like we have a recurring appointment. Are you serious right now? The boss spawned at my doorstep again? Yesterday, I was worried my luck had tanked after getting 100 food from my midnight card. Today, the universe is literally delivering crystal cards to my front porch. Either I'm blessed or this is the world's most elaborate trap. The regular undead do their usual routine, surround the base, realize they can't get in, stand around looking confused for 15 minutes, then wander off to find easier targets. This clears a nice empty zone between me and Mr. Skeleton Mage. You know the drill by now. Foot out. Boss rushes forward. Rope spins. Hook flies. Catches the neck. Yank. Skeleton Mage flies over the fence. Sizzle. Bone dust. Dead. I've done this twice now. I'm basically a professional skeleton fisherman. Should put that on a resume. Crystal card get. Treasure chest get. I'm laughing so hard I can barely breathe. I convert the crystal to 10 super energy points and crack open the chest. March Formation Skillbook X1. Hero Card X1. Spring Recovery Armor X1. I literally run back to my shack because I need Guagua to explain everything. March Formation is a skill book for you, Master. Castle Lords can learn up to 6 skills. Heroes learn skills based on their star rating. 1 star gets 1 skill, 5 star gets 5. The armor, though. The armor. Spring Recovery Armor, 3 star. Defense 10, max life 50, regenerates 1% HP per second. 1% per second. My current life is 110. That's over 1 HP per second. I'd regenerate my entire health bar in under 2 minutes. Those skeleton archers I was worried about. Irrelevant. They can plink arrows at me all day, and I'll heal faster than they can damage me. But Guagua drops wisdom. Master, give the gear to the hero instead. If you kill monsters, the hero gets 0 experience. But if the hero kills monsters, you both get experience. Oh, that's actually genius. If I fight, only I level up. If the hero fights, we both level up. The hero is literally a walking experience doubler. Time to summon this hero. I crack open the hero card, and a magic circle appears on the ground. Flash of light. A middle-aged man materializes. Hero, Ram, 1 star, talent, Battle Formation Master. Each level increases lead infantry attack by 1%. Level 1. Attack 2. Defense 2. Life 10. Troop limit, 100. He's fine. The talent is percentage-based, which means it scales infinitely. At level 100, that's 100% attack for all infantry. Long-term, that's insane. Short-term, he's weaker than a wet napkin. And he's 1 star. The lowest rating. Ram greets the master. I await your command. He actually talks. Full sentences. Different words. After days of hearing nothing but, serve the master, from my residence. This man speaking actual language brings tears to my eyes. Cool. Go wait by the door. I shoo him out so I can talk to Guagua privately. Is a 1-star hero even worth keeping? Be honest. Honestly? Not really. Heroes can't upgrade their star rating. Whatever they're summoned as, that's forever. My heart sinks. My first hero, and he's bargain bin quality. Discount hero. Clearance sale champion. However, Guagua continues. There's now an evolution option for Ram in your research tab. Evolution? Heroes can be evolved? I check, and sure enough, right there alongside a new Archer Evolution option, Ram Evolution, cost 10 super energy points. 10 points. I just got 10 points from the crystal card. The universe is practically holding the gambling button in front of my face. What are the odds of summoning a 5-star hero normally? About 1 in 100,000, 1 in 100,000. So waiting for a better hero is basically waiting to win the lottery. And heroes cost 500 gold each from the tavern. Gold I need for Mystic Armor Guards. Then Guagua drops the real bombshell. Without a hero leading them, soldiers can only defend. They cannot march out to attack. My brain short-circuits. All those beautiful, overpowered Mystic Armor Guards I'm planning to recruit? Without a hero, they're just really expensive security guards. They can stand on my wall and look pretty, but they can't go anywhere. I need a hero. Whether it's Ram or someone else, I need a hero who can lead troops into battle. So the question becomes, do I gamble 10 crystal points on evolving a 1-star hero into something potentially amazing? Or save those points for Archer evolution? Ram is standing outside my door right now, probably wondering why his new boss took one look at him and ran away to whisper to a computer screen. Sorry, buddy. I'm deciding your fate in here. I need a hero. Literally. Guagua just told me troops can't march without one. So Ram isn't optional, he's mandatory. Master, based on the last evolution, I believe the result won't be worse than the original, Guagua says, practically pushing me toward the button. You know what? He's right. Last time I evolved the Spear Shield Soldier and got the godlike Mystic Armor Guard. The evolution feature hasn't betrayed me yet. One crystal card for a potentially useful hero? That's a bargain compared to spending 500 gold at the tavern. Deep breath. Click. Evolve. Loading bar. 1 minute. The longest 60 seconds since the last time I did this. Complete. I open Ram's stats. Hero, Ram, 4-star, 4 stars. He jumped from 1 star to 4. That's not evolution. That's reincarnation. Talent. Battle Formation Master. Each level gives lead infantry 1% attack, 1% defense, 1% speed, 1% life. Plus, every 5 minutes in combat, casts a group blessing that boosts attack, defense, and speed by 10% for 1 minute, scaling with level. Troop limit, 1,000. 1,000 soldiers under 1 hero. That's 10 times the original. I don't even have 10 soldiers yet, but someday I'll need that space, and it'll be glorious. Ram looks at his own hands like he just discovered he has fingers. Master, I feel. Suddenly much stronger, he talks. He says different things. He has emotions and observations. After days of, serve the master, from my brain-dead residence, hearing someone express a thought is like finding water in a desert. Guagua adds, congratulations. And 4-star heroes can potentially reach 5 stars with a star Dust Jade. How rare is that? Rarer than a 5-star hero. Of course it is. Why would anything in this world be easy? Guagua also mentions that 5-star heroes can unlock ultimate skills, super powerful abilities that require learning 5 specific prerequisite skills. Big castle lords apparently keep 5-star heroes idle until they find a skill steal in a treasure space to discover the unlock conditions. I file that under Problems for Future Billionaire Ding Fu and move on to the important thing, sending Ram outside to murder skeletons for me. I hand him the refined iron sword, the spring recovery armor, and the march formation skill book. With equipment, his stats jump to attack 7, defense 12, damage 3 to 5. The armor's 1% HP regen per second means he basically can't die to these weak undead. He's a self-healing meat grinder. Go clean up the undead outside. Show me what you've got. Ram salutes. As you command, Master. He marches out the gate, and I lean against the fence to watch like a spectator at a sporting event. And wow, this guy can fight. His movements are clean, efficient, professional. No wasted swings, no awkward footwork. Where I was out there flailing like a guy swatting bees, Ram is flowing through the skeletons like a martial arts master. I'm sitting inside my safe zone watching experience notifications roll in like a slot machine. Ding, ding, ding. Gold coins popping up every few kills. I've become a manager. The CEO of Skeleton Murder. I delegate, he executes. Literally. Guagua was absolutely right. Castle lords should do castle lord things. Fighting is for professionals. My talent has 0 combat bonuses anyway. Against weak enemies I'm fine, but against anything serious? I'd get wrecked. Which means my 6 skill slots should not go to combat skills. I need to think strategically about what to learn. I already used the March Formation book. Level 1 gives 10% movement speed outside combat. When I leveled it up, 3 subskills appeared. After careful thought, I picked Pathfinding. Pathfinding. Bad terrain effects on troops reduced by 50%. For infantry crossing mountains and swamps, this is essential. My Mystic Armor Guards are already slow at speed 7. The last thing I need is mud, making them even slower. I put another point in March Formation, bumping it to level 2 for 20% movement speed. No new subskill this time. Turns out you get 1 subskill per main skill level. So at level 5, I'd have 5 subskills under 1 tree. Good to know. By noon, the experience is rolling in beautifully. I've hit level 16, Ram is level 14. His stats are climbing. 7 attack, 8 defense, plus 13 unspent skill points. Wait, skill points? Ram gets skill points that I don't. Master, you'll get skill points once you learn skills. You only have one so far. Oh, right. I've been so busy surviving that I forgot to develop myself. Classic management problem. Too focused on the business to invest in the CEO. Meanwhile, I'm watching Ram work from my lawn chair position at the fence, experience flowing in, gold coins accumulating, and not a scratch on me. This is the life. This is what it means to be a leader. I went from personally fighting every skeleton with a stone axe to having a 4-star hero doing it for me while I sip fruit juice and plan my empire. Day 6 in the ancient void world, and I've finally figured out the meta. Don't work hard, work smart. And by smart, I mean make someone else do it. Ram's got plenty of skill points stacked up, so I dump everything into maxing out march formation. 5 levels, 5 sub-skills, reconnaissance, hero vision 50%, can see enemy troop details. Navigation, see travel speed 50%. Useless now, but maybe someday. Home turf advantage, 2 speed on planes. Death march, 4 speed during siege battles. Ram is becoming a walking war machine. His talent gives percentage bonuses to everything for infantry, attack, defense, speed, life, that scale with level. At high levels, he'll turn regular soldiers into monsters. Then I do some math. Ram can learn 4 skills, each maxing at 10 points. So after level 40, skill points become useless? Guagua, what's the max hero level? 100. After that, excess experience converts to attribute points at a hero altar. And the leftover skill points can be used at the hero altar to upgrade sub-skills. What's the building requirement for the altar? Level 5 Lord's Hall. Level 5 Lord's Hall needs 20 super energy points. I can barely afford to eat, and they want me to spend 2 crystal cards on a building upgrade. Cool. Sure. Let me just reach into my pocket full of nothing. Then Guagua mentions that hero altars sometimes appear randomly in the wild or in treasure spaces. So basically, win the lottery. Got it. Forget it. I'll focus on getting more crystal cards. You should feel confident, Master. You've already gotten 2 from killing undead bosses. Most people in the first month only get crystals by killing each other. And if you kill Wang Chun, you'll get all the crystals he's collected from his 4 kills. Wait. 4 kills equals 4 crystal cards, plus whatever he started with. Wang Chun is carrying a fortune in super energy points, and he probably can't even use most of them yet, unless his talent is crystal dependent like mine. Guagua just put a target on Wang Chun's back, and I'm looking at it like a neon sign that says, free money. Once my mystic armor guard is ready, I'm sending Ram out to hunt this murderer across the entire map. Not out of vengeance, not out of justice, out of economics. The man is a walking piggy bank, and I need to make a withdrawal. Speaking of my future super soldier, I check the blacksmith to see what basic equipment I can forge. The results are underwhelming. Spear, attack 2. Chestplate, defense 2. Shield, defense 2. Bracers, attack 1. Helmet, defense 1. Boots, defense 1. Pathetic numbers, but, and this is key, without equipment, the Mystic Armor Guard can't use its skills. No shield means no, hold the line. No spear means no, spear beam pierce. The skills need matching gear to activate. So even garbage tier equipment is mandatory. Got it. At least it's cheap. Then I think about the trading post. Guagua mentioned I could trade crystal cards to my old world for materials. This world is stuck in medieval-era metallurgy, iron and basic steel. But back on Earth, we have titanium alloys, carbon composites, molecular-level engineering. Imagine a Mystic Armor Guard wearing titanium plate armor, with a composite alloy spear. The defense numbers would be astronomical. But building the trading post requires upgrading the Lord's Hall first. Lord's Hall Level 2, cost 500 food, 500 wood, 500 stone, 300 iron, 500 of everything. The jump from level 1 to level 2 is obscene. With my half production, that's going to take days, maybe a week. If only a certain beautiful, population-rich, resource-hoarding young woman would agree to an alliance. And speak of the angel, my watch buzzes. It's Zihan. She messaged me first this time. Progress. Arrow towers are amazing. I didn't even leave my base and I hit level 6 this morning. I do the math. Level 6 from level 1 is 150 experience. She's bragging about 150 experience. I gained 1,500 this morning while sitting in a chair watching Ram work. But do I tell her that? Absolutely not. That's the kind of information that makes people unfriend you. Wow, congrats. Those skeleton archers are tricky. Be careful out there. I'm going to send some soldiers out to fight soon. Even if a few die, the experience is too good to pass up. Just don't go out there yourself. Wang Chun might be lurking nearby. No way. With all these undead around, why would he waste time ambushing me? Crystal cards are more tempting than experience. Did he come back to your base yesterday? He tried to add me as a friend. I refused. Smart girl. She may be paranoid, but paranoia keeps you alive. If it weren't for Guo Miaoqing's warning, none of us would have been prepared, I say. Then Zihan hits me with, I seriously don't understand though. How do you only have 30 residents? Normal recruitment is 1 every 2 hours. It's been 5 days. You should have way more. Are you slacking? Oh boy. Here we go. I recruit 1 resident every 4 hours. My production is crippled. For hours? Is your talent broken? Oh, it gets worse. All my resource production is halved too. Halved? Talents are supposed to be buffs. How do you have a talent that hurts you? I take a deep breath and tell her the truth. Might as well. If I want this alliance, she needs to know what I bring to the table and what I'm lacking. My talent lets me evolve soldiers, heroes, and magic into things that don't exist anywhere else. The system apparently thought that was too powerful, so it nerfed my entire economy to compensate. There. Cards on the table. I'm a guy who can create game-breaking super units, but can't afford to feed himself. I'm a weapons factory with no raw materials. A Ferrari engine and a shopping cart. She now knows my biggest weakness. Either she'll exploit it and avoid me, or she'll realize that teaming up with the guy who manufactures gods of war might be worth the investment. 10 messages. That's all I get. And I just spent most of them being honest about how pathetic my production is. This had better pay off. Without resources, your evolution talent is useless. How do you even evolve things? Zihan asks. Super energy crystal cards. Dead silence for a moment. Then, that I think I need to be more careful around you. You might be more dangerous than Wang Chun. What? I just told her my biggest secret to build trust, and she's now more scared of me? That's like showing someone your puppy and them calling the police. I told you, I'm a good person. This is why I want an alliance. My troops are absolutely insane, like broken game balance level. You handle resources, I handle the army. Together we'd be unstoppable. Long pause. Then, I believe you might not be lying. But let's wait until after the 1-month mark. During the first month, killing me drops a crystal card. I'm not taking that risk. 24 more days. She wants me to survive 24 more days on starvation rations and half production before she'll even consider it. I'm being asked to pass the world's longest job interview, where the interviewer might also be eaten by cavalry. Fine. Deal. 1 month. But you promise, right? No backing out. I keep my word. And don't blame me for being cautious. In this world, every bit of trust you give someone is 3 times the danger. You understand, right? I do understand. Honestly, I do the same thing. During this first month, I'm literally a walking crystal card to everyone. Of course, she won't ally with me. Consider it my trial period, I say. Then she casually mentions, oh, I just built a library and learned magic. She has a library. She has magic. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to afford my Lord's Hall upgrade. And here's the kicker. She tells me that the library gives you a free magic book on your first visit. A free magic book. I opened my midnight card and got a magic book. I thought that was lucky. Turns out everyone gets one for free. My rare card drop was the equivalent of a coupon for something that's already free. The universe is laughing at me. I learned 5 level 1 spells. She continues, absolutely oblivious to the emotional damage she's inflicting. Level 2 spells need a library upgrade though, which needs a Lord's Hall upgrade first. You know level 4 Lord's Hall requires crystal cards, right? Yeah, I'll get there eventually. Eventually. She says, eventually, like crystal cards grow on trees. This girl has the confidence of someone with 150 residents and 50 arrow towers. Which, she does. Fair enough. Then she drops this bomb. I demolished my fence and expanded my base by 200 meters. My territory radius is 300 meters now. Built 50 arrow towers around the perimeter. 50 arrow towers. Her base isn't a castle. It's a fortress. A medieval Death Star. Anything that gets within 300 meters of her territory is walking into an archery firing squad. Wang Qin's single cavalryman would look like a porcupine before it got halfway to her wall. Do you even have enough archers for 50 towers? I'll fill them gradually. One comes out, one goes in a tower. Won't take long. She's recruiting archers like they're on a conveyor belt. Her half-speed recruitment is still 12 per day. She'll have those towers filled in 4 days. Your base is a death trap, I say in genuine awe. Too many bad people out there. Gotta stay safe. I'm not a bad person. Sure. Anyway, can't lend you resources even if I wanted to. The trading post doesn't open until after the first month, and I haven't explored your location on my map, so I can't send merchant caravans either. Oh, so even if she agreed to help me, the system won't let her. We literally cannot trade right now. The universe has put a commerce embargo on our friendship. I'm on my own for the next 24 days. No allies. No resources. Just me, my 30 residents, and my half-speed economy grinding away like the world's saddest hamster wheel. Meanwhile, Ram is outside being an absolute machine. This man fights all day. By nightfall, I've hit level 20, which now requires 1000 XP per level, a massive jump. Ram's been slaughtering undead for over 10 hours straight. I call him back because I'm worried he'll die of exhaustion like my residents almost did. Ram, you've been fighting all day. You must be exhausted. I am a hero master. I have virtually unlimited stamina. As long as my HP stays above 10%, I can fight forever. Forever? Heroes don't get tired? This man is a perpetual motion-killing machine. Then, go back out there. Fight through the night. I'll be sleeping. With pleasure, master. So here's my life now. I go to sleep, and while I'm dreaming about fruit trees and crystal cards, Ram is outside massacring skeletons in the dark, and experience notifications are rolling into my account like a direct deposit. I'm earning XP in my sleep. Passive income. This is the dream. Midnight card, 100 wood. Again, with the minimum rewards. But I've noticed the pattern now. My luck goes bad, 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 then suddenly amazing. It's like the universe charges up a cannon of good fortune by feeding me garbage first. So I'm actually happy about the bad cards. Every terrible pull is just building pressure for the next explosion of good luck. Bring on the garbage. I can wait. I wake up to find Ram standing guard at my door like a loyal dog. The man fought all night and doesn't even look tired. Meanwhile, I slept 8 hours and still feel like garbage. Level check. Both of us hit 23. Ram killed so many skeletons overnight that we both gained 3 levels in our sleep. My passive income strategy is working. My stats are balanced. 9 attack, 9 defense, 5 spirit, 5 knowledge. Ram's are hilariously lopsided. 14 attack, 10 defense, 1 spirit, 3 knowledge. His spirit literally hasn't moved. This man's magical ability is equivalent to a brick. But that's fine. He's a warrior, not a wizard. His job is to hit things, and he hits things very well. Here's the beautiful math. When Ram leads troops, his stats ADD to theirs. So my Mystic Armor Guard with Ram would have attack 24 and defense 30, plus Ram's percentage talent bonus, plus equipment bonuses, plus skills. Wang Qin's little 1-star cavalryman with 11 attack and 5 defense. Against that, 1 spear thrust, and it's horse meat. There is literally nothing in this world right now that can fight a Ram-led Mystic Armor Guard. We're talking about bringing a tank to a sword fight. The guard finishes recruiting on the 9th at noon, which is also the next Undead Invasion Day. The stars are aligning. I spend today doing a full 500-meter exploration radius around my base. The results: 3 iron deposits, 4 stone quarries, 5 forests, 5 fruit groves, and 1 river. Resources are plentiful. The only thing I'm short on is people to collect them. But then I notice something worrying. No salt mine anywhere. I've used almost half my starting salt already. No salt means no food preservation. No seasoning. No survival long-term. I ask Guagua and he confirms. Salt is a rare resource. There might be only 1 or 2 deposits in the entire small world, which means someone else probably controls it. I message Zihan. Got any salt? Yeah, I have a salt mine. Plenty stocked up. Of course she does. The rich get richer. At least when we finally ally next month, salt won't be a problem. Then that evening, Zihan pings me with the energy of someone watching reality TV. Go to the World Channel. There's a fight. I open it and find Wang Chun and someone named Ding Liang absolutely destroying each other with insults. And the population list? Down to 5 names. Someone else is dead. Zihan, 1,8200 Ding Liang, 8090 Li Ying, 75 of 80 Wang Chun, 6870 Ding Fu, 3440 still dead last, but alive, which is more than 5 other people can say. Zihan fills me in. Zhen Ming was killed by Ding Liang. He's actually killed 3 people. Wang Chun only killed 2. The other deaths were all Ding Liang. My blood runs cold. This whole time, we thought Wang Chun was the only killer. The guy with cavalry. The public menace. But lurking in the shadows was Ding Liang, secretly assassinating people while everyone focused on Wang Chun. I scroll through the chat history and piece it together. Wang Chun went out exploring today and got ambushed by Ding Liang, who has 5 3-star archers. No armor on Wang Chun's cavalry meant those arrows hit hard. He barely escaped alive, but lost a chunk of health. Ding Liang was furious that Wang Chun killed one of his precious archers during the escape, so he ran to the World Channel to call Wang Chun a coward. Wang Chun fired back saying, "I knew I only killed 2 people. You murdered the other 2. You sneaky rat. And now they're having a public screaming match. Tomorrow I'm parking at your door with archers. Every worker you send out dies." Wang Chun threatens. "Come and try, you cockroach. I dare you." Ding Liang fires back. Zihan messages me privately. "This is perfect. Let them fight each other. Once we're strong enough, we take them both out." I agree completely. Let the 2 psychopaths tear each other apart while I quietly build my empire. But then I add, leave the fighting to me. In 2 days my soldier comes out. I'll handle both of them. You're a girl with a lot of archers, but no real combat experience. Numbers don't always win. Are you underestimating me? I just got a rapid recruitment card that reduces training time by 80% for 3 days. I'm going to mass-produce soldiers and crush both of them. An 80% reduction card. 80%. My brain explodes. Do you know what that card would do for me? My Mystic Armor Guard takes 96 hours, 4 days, to recruit 1 soldier. With an 80% reduction, that's roughly 19 hours. I could pump out nearly 2 per day. In 3 days, I'd have 5 or 6 Mystic Armor Guards. An invincible army. A force that could conquer this entire small world. And she wants to use it on basic archers? Don't use that card. I practically scream through text. Why not? That card on low-level troops is like using a diamond to hammer a nail. It's the most valuable thing you own right now. You could recruit hundreds of basic archers in the time it takes me to make 1 soldier, but one of my soldiers is worth more than all your archers combined. I don't say the quiet part out loud yet. That this card would be infinitely better used on my Mystic Armor Guards. But the math is screaming in my head. Her using it equals a few dozen extra trash-tier soldiers. Me using it equals an unstoppable army of superhuman warriors. I need that card. I need it. But she can't trade it to me for another 24 days. The universe is dangling the most perfect item in front of me and putting it in someone else's hands. This is torture. Okay, fine. I'll leave those 2 for you to handle. But you better not use that card, Zihan warns. I swear on my 3 residents and my climbing rope, I will destroy both of them within 1 month. Just please save that card for me. HA. So that's why you didn't want me to use it. You want it for yourself? Busted. She saw right through me. This woman is terrifyingly perceptive. Look, I'm begging you. My recruitment time is 4 days per soldier. With that card, I could make 3 in 3 days. This card was made for me. It's my destiny. For days? Are you recruiting soldiers or raising children? When they come out, I treat them like my firstborn. What kind of soldier takes 4 days? Time to show my hand. Full transparency. Nuclear option. My evolved heavy infantry. Attack 10, defense 20, damage 10 to 25, speed 7, life 150 for combat skills. This isn't a soldier. This is a walking apocalypse. Long silence. Long silence. I can practically hear her jaw hitting the floor through the messaging system. Your troops are insane. Fine. I'll save the card. But only after we ally next month. The card is saved. I could kiss this screen right now. The single most important resource for my future military dominance has been secured. Zihan saw those stats and immediately understood. Why build 100 paper soldiers when you can build a handful of gods? Thank you. I'll trade you something good for it. With what? You're broke. I have. items, equipment, future favors. We'll talk later. Meanwhile, Wang Chun and Ding Liang are still screaming at each other in the World Channel like two monkeys fighting over a banana. Boring. I already know what I need to know. There are two killers, not one. I exit the channel. Then my watch buzzes with something unexpected. A friend request. With a message, Ding Fu, 26 years old. Where did you go to school? The sender, Li Ying. My heart stops. Li Ying. The Li Ying. The beautiful girl from School 115 that Guan Chong was gossiping about on the subway. The one who married into a rich family to avoid exile, only to have that family's entire political dynasty collapse and get exiled anyway. She knows my name. She knows my AG. She's asking about school to confirm my identity. After 10 years, she still remembers me? Well, I remember her. Every boy in that school remembered Li Ying. She was the kind of pretty that got engraved into your memory, whether you talked to her or not. Famous beauty of the 115th school district. The girl who got snatched up by nobility before she even graduated. And now she's here, in this death world, reaching out to a classmate she barely knew a decade ago. Which means she's scared. You're really that Li Ying? Yeah, School 115. I remember you sat in the front row. Smooth, Ding Fu. Very smooth. I remember where you sat. Not creepy at all. I remember you were close friends with my seatmate, Guan Chong. Do you remember him? Oh man. Guan Chong. My big refrigerator buddy. The guy whose backpack I was grabbing when we charged through the portal. We went in together and got separated immediately. I still don't know where he ended up. We literally charged into the world gate screaming together. But this world split us up. Same with me and my boyfriend's family. We came in together hoping to stick close, but, yeah, this world doesn't do group discounts. I pause, then cut straight to it. So, Li Ying, it's been days and you're just now contacting me. What's going on? I already know the answer. Two psychopaths are openly fighting in the world chat. People are dying left and right, and she's alone with no allies. She needs a partner. I'm scared. 2 words. Honest. Raw. No games. No negotiation tactics. No 10-message limits. Just a frightened woman in a world that wants to kill her. I understand. But you know I'm a risk too, right? Crystal cards make everyone dangerous during this first month. I don't have a choice. At least we were classmates. I know enough about you to believe you wouldn't do something truly evil. If even you would betray me, then this world is too cruel to live in anyway. That hits me right in the chest. She's not being naive. She's making a calculated bet with the best odds she has. And honestly, she's right. I'm not a killer. I'm a guy who picks 40 berries for 1 food unit and names his residence, Big One. All right, let's do this. Alliance. No hesitation. No month-long waiting period. No 10-message probationary nonsense. She offered trust. I accepted. Done. The alliance request pops up. I hit agree. Our maps merge, and I can see her location and wait. She's only 700 meters from my base. I literally would have found her tomorrow during my exploration. And here's the interesting part. Zihan is to my east. Li Ying is to my west. I'm sandwiched right in the middle. It's like the universe arranged us in a perfect defensive line. 3 castles, side by side, ready to support each other. Well, 2 allies and 1 very cautious not yet ally who counts my messages. We're so close. Li Ying messages. I know. 1 more day of exploring, and I would have bumped into you anyway. 2 women on either side of me. One is a paranoid rich girl with 180 residents and 50 arrow towers who won't trust me for another 24 days. The other is a scared former beauty queen who trusted me in 5 minutes. Funny how that works. The one with nothing to lose trusts faster than the one who has everything to protect. But I'm not complaining. For the first time since arriving in this world, I'm not alone. I have an ally. A real, actual, system-verified ally who I can attack and who can attack me. Day 7 in the ancient void world. Population dead last. Resources pathetic. Economy crippled. But I've got a 4-star hero, a mystic armor guard recruiting as we speak, a climbing rope that saved my life twice, a future alliance with a resource queen, and now an old classmate watching my back. Things are coming together. Li Ying is so relieved we're close together. If anything happens, you can come rescue me. Just stay inside your base for now. Once my soldier is ready, I'll take care of Wang Chun and Ding Liang personally. You're going to fight them? She sounds like I just said I'm going to wrestle a bear. I thought we'd just. Defend together. These two killed 7 people between them. Leaving them alive is like leaving a fire burning next to your bed. Better to stomp it out while it's small. Do you have a plan? Step 1. Wait for my soldier. Step 2. Find them. Step 3. Violence. It's simple, really. Finding them isn't hard. Wang Chen appeared on the far side of Zihan's base, so I just follow that direction. Ding Liang is somewhere beyond Wang Chen, probably a few kilometers out since they only ran into each other on day 6. Can you share your stats with me? I asked, because allies should know each other's strengths. She sends her full panel, and I nearly fall off my bed. Yulan Castle Lord. Li Ying Talent. Financial genius. Residents provide 1 extra gold coin per day. On the 1st of each month, total gold increases by 50%. All financial skill bonuses doubled. 50% monthly compound interest on gold. Do you understand what this means? If she has 1,000 gold at the end of the month, she wakes up on the 1st with 1,500. If she has 10,000, she gets 15,000. The more she saves, the more she makes. This talent doesn't just generate wealth, it multiplies it exponentially. And every resident gives 2 gold per day instead of 1. Double tax revenue. I found another sugar mama. No, she's not a sugar mama. She's a central bank. She's the Federal Reserve of the ancient void world. I'm laughing so hard my wooden shack is shaking. I send her my stats, and she immediately zeroes in on the important part, your talent. What exactly can Super Evolution do? I send her the Mystic Armor Guard stats. All of them. Every beautiful, terrifying number. Her response. No wonder your talent has penalties. If you could produce these and have normal resource rates, you'd break the entire world. Exactly. Someone finally gets it. My talent isn't cursed. It's so powerful the system had to handicap me just to keep things fair. I'm not playing on hard mode because I'm weak. I'm playing on hard mode because I'm too strong. With your financial support, my talent's weakness is cut in half, I tell her. And then, this is why Li Ying is incredible. Without hesitation, without negotiation, without a month-long trial period, she says, then it's settled. I'll handle gold. Resources go to you first. You focus on leveling up and building soldiers. Don't stop recruiting. Just like that. No bargaining. No, but what do I get? She saw the synergy, calculated the optimal strategy, and committed. In 30 seconds, she understood what took Zihan days of pestering to even consider. I tell her to save her gold during the first month. I can get enough from killing undead. Her talent's real power is that 50% monthly bonus. Every gold coin saved now is 1.5 coins next month, then 2.25 the month after, then 3.375. It's a snowball that never stops rolling. You already have a hero, she gasps when I mention Ram. I've been getting nothing but resources from my cards. Not a single item. Her luck is the opposite of mine. Consistently mediocre. Steady resources every day. No disasters, no windfalls. Meanwhile, my cards are either trash or treasure with absolutely nothing in between. We really are complementary. I bring up Zihan and the 1-month alliance promise. Li Ying immediately offers to talk to her woman to woman. No. Trust takes time. You and I have a school connection. That's why this worked so fast. Zihan and I are starting from zero. Pushing her will only make her more suspicious. Fair point. Li Ying backs off. Smart. She understands that a woman who trusts a strange man instantly is either a fool or in love, and Zihan is neither. After we sign off, I'm feeling genuinely good for the first time since arriving. Let me take stock of my situation. Li Ying, gold machine. Allied now. Full support committed. Zihan, resource queen. Allied in 24 days. Rapid recruitment card secured. Ram, 4-star hero. Level 23. Infinite stamina, killing machine. Mystic armor guard, recruiting. Ready on day 9. I've got a banker, a factory owner, and a general. All I need is time. Midnight card, 100 wood. Again, 3rd time in a row. The most boring card in existence. But I'm not mad. My luck pattern is crystal clear now. Garbage, 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 then boom. Every bad pull is just the universe loading the cannon. Last time the cannon fired, I got 1,000 gold. Before that, a crystal card from a skeleton boss. Something big is coming. I can feel it. Also, the undead boss spawning in the same spot twice. That's either insane luck or it always spawns near me. Either way, I'm not complaining. The universe can keep delivering crystal cards to my front door. I'll keep fishing skeletons over my fence with a climbing rope. Day 7 complete. 2 allies secured. 0 resources. Maximum potential. The comeback story of Fu City is officially underway. Next morning, Ram and I head out to explore the map. Li Ying's territory to the west is already shared through our alliance, and the east is where those 2 murder hobos Wang Chun and Ding Liang live. So today we go north and south. I decide to walk in a straight line south because I want to know, does this world have an edge? Like, if I keep walking, do I fall off? Hit an invisible wall. Loop around like a video game. 5 kilometers later, nothing. No edge. No wall. No, you have reached the boundary of the playable area. Just more grass, more trees, more emptiness. Also 0 resource nodes, which is weird. It's like all the good stuff spawn near our bases and the rest is just decoration. I change direction and start sweeping horizontally, and that's when I stumble into a mountain valley and find something that makes my brain short-circuit. A palace. An actual stone palace sitting in the middle of nowhere. Not huge, maybe 30 meters on each side, but definitely not natural. And next to the front door, there's a stone tablet carved with the words, Abyss Labyrinth. My skin crawls. This place looks ancient. Like, older than civilization. Ancient. Ram, you know what this is? No clue, Master. Want me to go in and check? Go in, look around, come right back. If there's monsters, don't fight them. Ram marches up to the door and pushes. And pushes. And pushes. Nothing. The door won't budge. Then a notification pops up. Entry requires 30 super energy points. 30? That's 3 crystal cards. I've only ever had 2 in my entire life. This place wants me to pay a fortune just to walk through the door. Forget it, Ram. We're broke. Come back. I'm so frustrated I could scream. A treasure dungeon right here, in MY Small World, and I can't afford the entry fee. It's like finding a vault full of gold and realizing the key costs more than what's inside. Back at base, I tell Guagua about it, and he drops some lore on me. That's not a treasure space, Master. That's an ancient relic. What's the difference? Oh boy. Buckle up. Apparently, the ancient Void World isn't some artificially created game server. It's a real world that's existed for millions of years. There was an ancient civilization here that went through some catastrophic event, a great calamity, and everything went dormant for eons. The world only started reopening about 100 years ago when it connected to Earth. Wait, this world has been around for millions of years. Yes, Master. No one could create something this large. It has its own natural laws entirely different from your world. My brain is melting. I thought this was some high-tech simulation. Turns out it's an ancient dimension with its own history, its own civilizations, and its own apocalypse that happened long before humans even existed. So what's the Abyss Labyrinth? Likely a settlement of an ancient race that got swept into dimensional chaos during the calamity. A powerful being inside stabilized the space to protect their clan's treasures from outsiders. And treasure spaces? Those are just treasure vaults from the ancient era that broke loose during the calamity and now randomly drift through dimensions. So the difference is, treasure spaces equals walk in, pick up loot, walk out. Ancient relics equals walk in, fight ancient monsters, maybe get loot, probably die. It's a dungeon. A straight-up RPG dungeon. Complete with boss monsters and a cover charge. All ancient relics cost 30 points to enter. Yes, but the danger levels vary wildly. No way to know until you're inside. And the rewards? Similar to treasure spaces, but ancient relics can contain special barracks. Unique biological units that you can't get anywhere else. Special barracks. Unique creatures. My evolution talent works on troop types. If I could get my hands on some exotic monster unit and evolve it. My palms are sweating. My imagination is going wild. But reality slaps me back. I need 3 crystal cards just to get through the door, and I currently have 0. Adding this to the someday when I'm rich list, right between titanium armor and 5-star hero. On my way back to base, I discover a salt mine. My own personal salt deposit. Combined with Zehan's salt mine, that's 2 sources of the most essential seasoning in survival. My residents will never eat bland fruit again. Once the 2 killers are dealt with, I need to map this entire small world. There could be more relics, more rare resources, more things that change the game entirely. Midnight card time. I've gotten 100 wood 3 times in a row now. This isn't bad luck anymore. This is statistically impossible. The odds of pulling the same minimum reward 3 consecutive times must be astronomically small. Smaller than pulling 50 residents. Smaller than pulling a talent card. My luck has hit rock bottom. It's sitting at the very bottom of the ocean in a trench that hasn't been discovered yet. Which means, by my now thoroughly tested theory of, what goes down must come up. Tomorrow is the 3rd undead invasion. Last 2 times, the boss spawned at my doorstep and I fished it over the fence for a free crystal card. My luck pattern says I'm due for something massive. 3 days of garbage cards. A treasure dungeon I can't enter. An economy running on fumes. But somewhere in the universe, a cannon of good fortune is being loaded. And when it fires, I'll be ready with my rope. Day 9. 3rd undead invasion. I'm standing at the gate at 7:59 a.m., eyes locked on that one specific spot where the boss spawned the last 2 times. There's no way it happens again, I tell myself. That would be ridiculous. Lightning doesn't strike 3 times in the same 8 a.m. Flash of light. A massive zombie, 2.5 meters tall, materializes in the exact same spot. 3 for 3. Same location. Every single time. This isn't luck anymore. This is a subscription service. The universe is delivering bosses to my doorstep like pizza. Corpse King, Chieftain, Attack, 15. Defense, 15. Damage, 10 to 15. Speed, 5. Life, 200. Skills, Cross Lightning, Frenzy Strike. Wait, Chieftain. Last 2 were, Boss, rank. This one is a tier higher. And it has 200 HP. That's 4 times the Skeleton Mage's. The Corpse King charges straight at me like I personally offended its entire species. Green eyes blazing. It stops 2 meters from the fence and just glares at me. Like, come outside, coward. I look at this thing, 2.5 meters of rotting muscle and hatred, and think, there is absolutely no way I'm pulling this refrigerator-sized zombie with a rope by myself. Everyone get over here. I call Ram and every male resident. Nearly 20 people lined up behind me like a tug-of-war team. I explain the plan. I lasso the big ugly, everyone pulls. The Corpse King watches me spin the rope with the same confused expression every boss has had. You'd think word would get around in the afterlife. Hey guys, watch out for the human with the rope, he's been fishing us. Throw. The grappling hook wraps around its torso perfectly. The Corpse King looks down at the rope like, what is this, a necklace? Pull. 20 people heave. The Corpse King suddenly realizes what's happening and roars, digging its feet into the ground, pulling back. For a terrifying second, it's an actual tug-of-war between a zombie titan and my entire population. But 20 people versus 1 zombie? Math wins. We drag that oversized corpse through the barrier, and sizzle. Smoke. Ash. 1 second flat. 200 HP of undead fury reduced to a pile of dust. The absolute defense zone doesn't care how strong you are. Boss, Chieftain, doesn't matter. Cross that line and you're toast. Literally. Super Energy Crystal Card, X1. Green Treasure Chest, X1. Green Chest. Last 2 were red. We're moving up in the world. I rip open the chest while Ram and the residents celebrate behind me. Iron, or X200. Resident Card, X1, 5 residents. Dragon King Heavy Armor Set Blueprint. 5-star. I read that last line 3 times. Then 4 times. Then I sprint to Guagua's screen. 5-star? Blueprint? Is this real? It's real, master. And 5-star is the highest grade for equipment blueprints. But I got this from a green chest. Isn't green only the 2nd tier? The probability of a green chest dropping a 5-star item is millions of times rarer than summoning a 5-star hero. Millions of times rarer. So this shouldn't have happened? Master, ever since your talent mutated, strange things keep happening around you. It's not your luck that's strange. It's you. I'm not strange. This world is strange. Whatever you say, master. I learned the blueprint immediately and checked the blacksmith. The Dragon King set has 4 pieces: helmet, plate armor, gauntlets, and boots. No weapon or shield, but each piece adds attack, defense, and life, plus special attributes. Full set bonuses include magic damage reduction and immunity to slow, possession, weakness, and poison effects. Immunity. My Mystic Armor Guards wearing this set would be immune to 4 types of debuffs while having the highest tier defense stats possible. They'd be walking fortresses. The actual stat numbers depend on materials, though. Right now I only have basic iron, which will give minimum values. But someday, when I get titanium or mythical ores through the trading post, oh baby, my first Mystic Armor Guard finishes recruiting in 4 hours, so I start forging a set immediately. 4 hours for the full set, 1 piece per hour. With basic iron, the stats won't be amazing, but the set bonuses and immunities alone make it worth it. Then I ask about the boss ranking system because Chieftain is clearly higher than Boss. Boss ranks from lowest to highest. Boss, Chieftain, King, Emperor, Celestial. And in Ancient Relics, you might encounter Divine Demon rank. But those don't exist in the main world. What happens if I meet a Divine Demon? You die. Excuse me, Master. Even the ancient civilizations couldn't survive their calamity. What makes you think you could fight a god? That calamity was a natural disaster. Not a fair fight. I bet with enough Mystic Armor Guards and good equipment, I could, sure, Master. I will catch a Divine Demon someday and drag it home. Mark my words, Guagua doesn't even respond. He's probably rolling his digital eyes. I check outside to assess the new undead lineup. Gone are the basic skeletons, no more easy pickings. Now it's skeleton champions, rage zombies, plague zombies. Everything's upgraded. Higher attack, higher defense, way more HP. Speed still cap at 4 though, so at least they're slow. Ram can still handle them with his regenerating armor, but it won't be the cakewalk it was before. And in 4 hours, my first Mystic Armor Guard joins the fight. Dragon King armor equipped. Skills activated. 3 crystal cards total now. The Abyss Labyrinth needs 3 to enter. Coincidence? Or is the universe telling me something? My luck pattern delivered again. 3 days of 100 wood, then boom, 5-star blueprint, crystal card, free residence, and 200 iron. The cannon fired and it hit every target. Now I understand the rhythm. Bad luck isn't punishment. It's the universe pulling back its slingshot. And the further it pulls back, the harder it launches. New enemy type alert, ghosts. These translucent jerks have a 50% chance to dodge physical attacks. The good news? They take 50% extra magic damage. The bad news? I don't have a magic army. The okay news? Ram's attack is so high he just swings twice, and they die anyway. Ram heads outside wearing his gear. Attack 19, defense 20, life 330, plus 1% HP regen per second. The undead might as well be throwing pillows at him. Even the ghosts that manage to scratch him deal 1 to 2 damage, which he regenerates in literally 1 second. Experience is pouring in. Skeleton champions, for XP. Zombies, 5 to 7 XP. Ghosts, 10 XP. 10 per ghost. That's 5 times what basic skeletons gave. At this rate, I'll hit level 30 before dinner. I'm sitting behind my fence watching numbers go up like it's a stock portfolio on a good day. Then noon hits, and the moment I've been waiting for, my first Mystic Armor Guard is born. I pull Ram back, assign the guard to his command, and equip my brand new Dragon King set plus basic weapons and shield. Dragon King Crown. Defense 1, life 10, reduces physical damage by 1%, bonus 1% life. Dragon King Plate. Defense 2, life 10, reduces magic damage by 1%, bonus 1% defense. Dragon King Gauntlets. Attack 1, defense 1, 1% crit rate, 1% skill trigger bonus, 1% cooldown reduction. Dragon King Greaves. Defense 1, life 10, 1% speed, 1% dodge. Full set bonus. 5% magic damage reduction, immune to slow, possession, weakness, and poison. The numbers are low because I'm using garbage tier iron, but the special effects are all there. Immunities, crit bonuses, skill triggers, all active regardless of material quality. Someday when I get better metals, these numbers will be astronomical. For now, they're enough. Final Mystic Armor Guard stats with Ram leading. Attack. 1022 is equal to 32 defense. 2024 is equal to 44 life. 150-130 is equal to 280 plus Ram's Spring Recovery Armor shares its regen with troops under his command, plus Ram's percentage talent bonuses, plus 4 combat skills including an 80% damage reduction formation and a 5-hit combo every 10 seconds. This isn't a soldier. This is a natural disaster wearing pants. I send Ram and the guard into the undead horde and watch from the fence like a proud father at a soccer game. The Mystic Armor Guard moves at speed 7, which sounds slow, but with all the gear equipped, he doesn't slow down at all. Apparently weight only matters if you exceed your carry limit. He's at 100 out of 150, so he moves like he's wearing pajamas instead of full plate armor. The guard walks into a group of zombies, and it's beautiful. Spear thrust, dead. 5-hit combo, 5 dead. Spear beam pierce triggers, and a line of undead just evaporates. And his defense is so high that nothing can touch him. The strongest undead out there has 7 attack. My guard has 44 defense. That ratio is so lopsided the game probably doesn't even calculate damage. I'm watching a one-man army performance and grinning like an idiot. Then my watch buzzes. It's Zihan, and she is not happy. These zombies are so tanky. My arrow towers barely scratch them. I sent out spearmen and lost several. I can't farm experience today. Oh honey, my sweet, tower building, message counting, paranoid little neighbor. You sent spearmen against rage zombies? With 3 attack versus 5 defense? That's not a battle. That's a charity donation to the undead. Yeah, today's enemies are way tougher. Just let your towers handle it slowly. But the experience. Last time was so easy, you'll need better troops before you can farm again. And when will that be? Well, that depends on how you want to handle things. I dropped the hint like a bowling ball. Just say what you mean. Stop being cryptic. If we allied sooner, we'd develop faster. Once those 2 killers are gone, this whole world becomes safe. There's so much to explore out there. HHA. So that's your angle. Nice try. A deal is a deal. 1 month, shot down again. This woman's willpower is made of titanium. By the way, I mentioned casually, I allied with Li Ying yesterday. The energy in her messages shifts immediately. You? Allied with another woman. Wait, is she jealous? No, that's ridiculous. She's just, how could you not tell me? This is important. It happened suddenly. She's an old classmate from 10 years ago, so there was already trust there. A classmate? How convenient. And she just trusted you like that? We went to school together. School 115. She recognized my name. Fine. But don't think this changes anything. 1 month. She's definitely jealous. Not romantically, strategically. She thought she was my only potential ally. And suddenly there's competition. Another woman got in first. And Zihan, with all her resources and towers and 180 residents, got outmaneuvered by a scared girl with nothing but shared memories and a leap of faith. Meanwhile, out on the battlefield, Ram and the Mystic Armor Guard are demolishing everything in sight. The experience counter is spinning so fast it's basically a blur. By tonight, I'll probably hit 30. I've got 1 invincible super soldier, a 4-star hero, 2 allies, 1 official, 1 pending, a 5-star armor set, and a climbing rope that started this entire empire. Wang Chun and Ding Liang are still out there somewhere, fighting each other, not knowing that the quiet guy in last place just birthed a monster. Enjoy your petty war, boys. Because when my soldier comes knocking, there won't be enough crystal cards in the world to save you. Now that you have your precious alliance, you don't need me anymore, do you? Zihan's message practically radiates pouting energy. What? You're a rich woman. My entire future economy depends on your support. Excuse me? You're the rich woman. And if you think I'm giving you free resources, you're dreaming. I'm very stingy. It's not free. You give resources, I give protection. It's called mutual benefit. Protection with what? You make 1 soldier every 5 days. How many can you spare for me when you're also protecting your girlfriend? She's not my. Look, after we eliminate those 2 psychos, there's only 3 of us left. We consolidate defenses. Simple. You're not planning to make me move in with you, are you? Her message has the energy of someone who just saw a spider. What? My lord's hall is level 1. There's literally no room. Don't get ahead of yourself, princess. How dare? Who's getting ahead of themselves? You jerk. Tell you what. After we deal with those guys, you fund my lord's hall upgrade, and then you can move in. I'm grinning like an absolute villain. This is too fun. In your dreams, you pervert. We haven't even met and you're already being inappropriate. She's furious. But here's the thing. She's not actually mad. If she was truly angry, she'd stop replying. Instead, she's firing back insults at machine gun speed. This is flirting? Is this what flirting looks like when you grew up in a labor camp with zero social experience? Because it feels like flirting. Oh no, I type. What happened? Including this message. I've sent 16 texts today, dead silence. Then, you. Fine. From now on, I'm not going over 10 messages with you either. Goodbye. I just used her own rule against her. She made the 10-message limit to protect herself from being charmed, and I weaponized it to Yendi the conversation on MY terms. The student has become the master. She's probably sitting in her base right now, steam coming out of her ears, trying to figure out why she's not actually mad at me. Welcome to confusion, Zihan. I live here. What I don't know is that after rage-quitting our chat, she immediately contacts Liang behind my back. Women. They form intelligence networks faster than any military. Liang tells me about it that evening. Zihan messaged me today. She wanted to know why I trust you so quickly. That nosy little. She didn't give you trouble, did she? No. She was fine. Just curious. And maybe a little. Concerned. Concerned about what? About whether you're trustworthy. And maybe about you two being allies without her. She's jealous. She won't admit it, but she's jealous that Liang got the alliance first. The girl with 180 residents, 50 arrow towers, and a fortress that could survive a nuclear strike is worried about being left out of a partnership with a broke guy who picks 40 berries for one food unit. She has this rapid recruitment card that I desperately need. I mention, it cuts training time by 80% for 3 days. For my soldiers, that's the difference between 1 unit every 5 days and 1 unit per day. Want me to talk to her about it? And oh, if you push her, she'll get suspicious. She'll think we're scheming. Smart move, Ding Fu. Patient. Strategic. Let the trust build naturally. Now business time. My Mystic Armor Guard is alive, equipped, and terrifying. The 2 killers are still out there with crystal cards in their pockets. Wang Chen has at least 2 cards. Ding Liang has 3 from his kills. That's 7 crystal cards total just sitting there, waiting for me to come collect. The undead invasion ends and Ram hits level 30. Next level needs 10,000 XP. That's a big jump, but I've been climbing these walls before. I checked the world channel, and the situation between our 2 villains is hilarious. Wang Chun has literally parked his troops outside Ding Liang's base, blocking him from gathering resources. It's a siege. Ding Liang has his 3-star archers, but can't leave because the cavalry will chase him down. So he's stuck inside, posting angry messages in world chat like a guy screaming out his apartment window. It's a standoff. Neither can beat the other. Both too stubborn to back down. Perfect. They're distracted, focused on each other. Neither one is looking south. Neither one sees me coming. I deploy Ram and the Mystic Armor Guard eastward. On the shared map, Liang watches my units moving and immediately messages me. You're going after them? Time to take out the trash. I stay at base because I don't have personal equipment anymore. Everything went to Ram and the guard. Going outside unarmed against wolves would be stupid, and I've used up my lifetime quota of stupid decisions on that talent card merge. The Midnight card gives me 100 stone. Rock bottom luck, as expected. My 5-star blueprint yesterday drained the luck tank dry, but I don't need luck anymore. I have a Mystic Armor Guard with 32 attack, 44 defense, 280 life, for devastating skills, Dragon King immunity set, and a 4-star hero leading the charge. Somewhere to the east, 2 murderers are busy screaming at each other, completely unaware that the weakest player in the world just sent an extinction event walking their way. 7 crystal cards. Coming right to Papa's pocket. My plan is simple. Find Ding Liang's base during the day, hide using Ram's reconnaissance skill, then hit Wang Chen at night when he's sleeping. Classic ambush. Sun Tzu would be proud. Ram's march formation speed boost gets him across the map by noon. Along the way, he passes several abandoned bases from the dead players. Nothing left but empty fences. The little wooden shacks vanished when their owners died. Like the world just deleted them. Creepy. Ram finds Ding Liang's base, and I get the full picture through our shared map. Wang Chun is literally camped outside Ding Liang's front gate, sending his cavalrymen galloping past the entrance every few minutes just to taunt him. Ding Liang is inside screaming insults through world chat like a guy yelling at his neighbor through a window. You moron. Keep blocking my gate. The others will grow strong and destroy you. I'll kill them after I kill you. These two deserve each other. Romeo and Juliet, except they both want to murder each other. A love story written in rage. Meanwhile, I'm back at base asking Guagua the important questions. When I kill a castle lord, do their residents disappear? Not necessarily. If you gather all the lord's people inside their base and shut down their central system before killing the lord, you can take over everything. Residents, resources, buildings, all of it. How do I shut down the system? There's a button on the back of the control panel. Press and hold for 3 seconds. Only a castle lord can do it. I check behind MY panel. Yep, there's a button. Good to know. Also good to know that nobody else knows I know this. Can I restart a dead system? Only with a city building card. The system will recognize you as the new owner. That gives you a second castle. What about the bases of people who already died? Gone. If the lord dies without someone shutting down their system first, the control panel vanishes permanently. So the 4 people who died earlier, their entire bases, residents, resources, buildings, all gone. Wasted. Deleted. Because nobody was there to press a button. What a waste. But it won't happen again. Not on MY watch. The problem is Wang Chun. I can't get into his base to press his button because he's not at his base. He's camping outside Ding Liang's. So I can't capture his assets before killing him. I'll have to settle for just taking his crystal cards and whatever he's carrying. Ding Liang is a different story. He's locked inside his base. If he stays inside after the month ends, I could potentially infiltrate, shut down his system, and take everything. But that's a problem for later. Tonight, we handle Wang Chun. Midnight arrives. I open my card, 100 gold. Luck's still in the gutter. But who cares? I'm not gambling tonight. I'm hunting. I wait until 2 a.m. Wang Chun opened his midnight card at 12 and probably went back to sleep. He built a little makeshift shelter near Ding Liang's base. Basically a tent with an attitude problem. His soldiers patrol outside in shifts. I give Ram the order, attack. Ram's tactical brain kicks in immediately. He sends the Mystic Armor Guard charging straight at the enemy camp from the front. A big, loud, obvious distraction. Meanwhile, Ram circles around from behind, heading straight for the shelter where Wang Chun is sleeping. The guard crashes into view, and Wang Chun's soldiers spot him instantly. Arrows fly. Spearmen scramble into formation. Someone screams, enemy attack. Wang Chun bolts upright from his nap and rushes outside to command his troops. He sees one heavily armored soldier and thinks, this idiot brought one guy. His dozen-plus spearmen surround my guard and start hammering away. Not a single point of damage. 0. Their attacks literally do nothing. The damage formula doesn't even calculate when defense exceeds attack by 5 times. My guard has 44 defense. Their spearmen have what, 5 attack? They might as well be poking him with breadsticks. Meanwhile, the guard casually thrusts his spear and a spearman just drops. 1 hit. Dead. Another thrust. Another corpse. He's not even trying hard. He's taking his time. Wang Chun's face must be going through the 5 stages of grief in real time. Use the cavalry, he screams. Here comes the big horse. Full charge. Lance aimed at the guard's chest. Maximum impact. The cavalryman's best attack, 11 attack plus charge bonus. Hits my guard square in the torso. Damage dealt, 1-1. One single, solitary, pathetic, insignificant point of health. And before Wang Chun can even process that number, the guard's HP ticks back to full. Ram's spring recovery armor shares its 1% per second regen with troops under his command. 1 point of damage recovered in less than a heartbeat. Wang Chun is watching his best unit, the cavalry that terrorized this entire world, that killed 2 people, that made everyone fear his name, bounce off my soldier. Like a rubber ball hitting a brick wall. And somewhere in the darkness behind his little shelter, Ram is creeping closer with a sword that has Wang Chun's name on it. The hunter just became the hunted, and he doesn't even know it yet. The cavalry charges, hits my guard for 1 damage, and now has to slow down to turn around. Big mistake. Huge mistake. The Mystic Armor Guard isn't going to just stand there and let a horse do a U-turn. My boy sprints forward, closes the distance, and drives his spear straight through the cavalryman. The rider who terrorized this entire world, the boogeyman of the small world, topples off his horse like a sack of potatoes. Dead before he hits the ground. 60 HP? Meet my guard's 10 to 25 damage multiplied by attack advantage. That horse rider didn't stand a chance. Wang Chun sees his prized cavalry, his only advantage, his claim to fame, the weapon he used to murder 2 people, get one shot by a soldier he's never seen before. The look on his face must be priceless. He turns to run and comes face to face with Ram, standing right behind him. 30 levels of combat experience. Sword drawn. Smile optional. Wang Chun checks Ram's stats and sees level 30. Attack high enough to squash him like a bug. Then he sees the faction name. Fu City. Fu City. My city. The last place guy. The trash tier nobody with 34 population. The joke at the bottom of the leaderboard. I can practically feel his confusion through the shared consciousness. The weakest player did this? How? This isn't fair. Life's not fair, buddy. Ask the 7 people you and your pal killed. Ram doesn't give him time to monologue. One thrust through the throat. Clean, precise, silent. Can't let him scream and alert Ding Liang inside his nearby base. Wang Chun grabs his neck, eyes wide with disbelief, and crumples to the ground. His remaining soldiers flicker and vanish into thin air like they were never there. The night goes quiet. Super Energy Crystal cards, X3. 3 cards. Wang Chun was carrying 3, plus the one I already have, plus the 2 from undead bosses. That's 6 total. I'm suddenly one of the richest people in this world. I leave Ram and the guard stationed outside Ding Liang's base. If that coward steps outside, Ram will introduce himself. If not, we wait until the month is up and take everything. With 1 murderer eliminated, I sleep like a baby. Actually, I sleep like a baby who just inherited a fortune. I don't wake up until 10 a.m. I stumble out of my shack, rubbing my eyes, still half asleep, and there's a woman standing in my base. In the warm morning sunlight, wearing a simple gray cloth dress that somehow looks like it belongs on a runway. The curves, the posture, the way the light catches her silhouette. My brain goes from sleeping to completely short-circuited in 0 seconds. It's Li Ying. Of course it's Li Ying. She's my ally, so she can enter my base during the first month. She must have walked over from her base 700 meters away. She turns around and I finally see her face, and holy. 10 years ago, she was the prettiest girl in school. The kind of pretty that made boys forget their own names. The kind that got her recruited by nobility before graduation. 10 years later, she's not just pretty. She's devastating. She went from, wow, she's beautiful, to, I think my soul just left my body. The quiet, shy girl is gone. In her place is a woman radiating elegance, intelligence, and the kind of smile that could collapse entire empires. I'm standing there with bed hair, wrinkled clothes, and my mouth hanging open like a broken mailbox. Oh, you were sleeping in, she says, her voice melodic and slightly teasing. She gives me a look that says, I caught you staring, you idiot. I know I'm staring. I can't stop. My brain has blue-screened. How? 10 years and you're still this terrifying. I manage. Terrifying? She giggles, actually giggles, and the sound does something illegal to my heartbeat. Are you afraid of me? I've maintained my moral principles for years. One look at you, and the fortress is crumbling. That's terrifying. Oh my. Should I leave then? Before you do something bad and blame me for it? If you leave, I'll be so lovesick I won't be able to concentrate on building my castle. So if I stay, you'll misbehave. If I go, you can't function. What exactly do you want me to do? She crosses her arms with a machinoid expression that's so cute it should be classified as a weapon. They say people develop aesthetic fatigue eventually. So if I see you enough, maybe I'll recover. We both burst out laughing. This is nice. 2 people who shared a classroom a decade ago, reunited in a death dimension, flirting over fruit trees and wooden shacks. It's absurd and somehow perfect. You've changed, she says, shaking her head with a smile. The quiet boy from school learned to be quite the smooth talker. I was 15. My personality hadn't loaded yet, and now it's fully loaded with nonsense. I see. Only with people I'm comfortable around. If we'd met as strangers, I'd be too scared to say a word. She covers her mouth laughing, then turns serious. You know, you're pretty brave coming out here without weapons. And I'm pretty brave walking into your base alone. What if you grabbed me, broke the alliance, and waited out the 48-hour timer? I look her dead in the eyes. 10 super energy crystal cards couldn't make me do that. She holds my gaze for a moment, then we both crack up again. Anyway, she says, steering us back to reality. I messaged you this morning and you didn't reply, so I came to check on you personally. Ah, yeah, I was busy, sleeping off a murder. I saw the World Channel this morning. Wang Chen is gone. That was you. Night raid. Couldn't let him run during the day. Ram handled it beautifully. You have no idea how relieved I am. Her expression shifts, and for a moment the playful mask drops. She looks genuinely vulnerable. Ever since Guo Miaoqing died, I've been terrified. I haven't left my base once. I kept imagining him showing up at my gate with that cavalry. She trails off, and I realize, behind the beauty, behind the wit, behind the confident comebacks, this is a woman who's been living in fear for over a week. Alone. Defenseless. Counting the days until someone with a horse and a spear found her. And now that someone is dead, because I sent a walking tank and a 4-star hero to handle it at 2 a.m. while she was sleeping. One killer down. One to go. Ding Liang is trapped in his base with Ram and the guard watching his every move. He can't leave. Can't develop. Can't fight. He's a rat in a cage, and the cage is shrinking. 6 crystal cards in my pocket. A beautiful ally standing in my base. A terrified bully hiding behind his fence. And somewhere to the east, Zihan is probably reading the World Channel, seeing Wang Chen's name disappear, and wondering just who exactly the weak guy at the bottom of the leaderboard really is. After Li Ying leaves, I'm floating on a cloud of good vibes. Beautiful woman trusts me. Murderer is dead. Crystal cards in my pocket. Life is good. I check my research options with 4 crystal cards burning a hole in my inventory. Could evolve archers, but I'm worried the base unit is too weak. Evolving garbage might just give me shiny garbage. Could strengthen the Mystic Armor Guard stats for 1 point each, but the percentage boosts are tiny at this stage. Better to save points for when the numbers are bigger. What I really want is to build the trading post and buy titanium alloy from Earth. My current iron equipment is so bad that calling it scrap metal would be a compliment. If you dropped it on a street back home, even homeless people would step over it. Midnight card, minimum reward again. But tomorrow is Undead Invasion Day, and my luck pattern says the cannon is loaded. Next morning, I recall Ram from babysitting Ding Liang's base. Time for the experience harvest. 8 a.m. Undead Invasion launches. And the boss? Same. Spot. Again. 4th time. 4th. At this point, I'm not even surprised. This isn't luck. This is a standing reservation. The boss spawn point is practically my neighbor. We should exchange Christmas cards. It's another Corpse King. Same tier as last time. 200 HP. Scary skills. Very intimidating. This time, I don't bother with the rope. No tug of war. No fishing over the fence. I send the Mystic Armor Guard straight at it because I want to see what happens when an unstoppable force meets a very stoppable object. The guard charges up, activates 5-hit combo, and the Corpse King dies. Instantly. 5 thrusts, 0 chance to react. 200 HP evaporated like morning dew. I'm standing there with my mouth wide open. The boss, the thing that needed 20 people and a rope last time, just got deleted in 1 skill activation. Let me do the math. Ram's equipment gives attack 22, plus the guard's equipment adds 3, total attack 35. The Corpse King has 15 defense. With that attack advantage and 10 to 25 base damage, even a normal hit would one-shot a 200 HP boss. The 5-hit combo was just showing OFF. My soldier is so overpowered that boss fights are now casual encounters. Green treasure chest drops. Gold X1, 000. Cloud slashing sword, 2-star. Attack 10, damage 5 to 8. Troop crit rate 2%. Traveler's boots, 2-star. Movement speed 30 outside combat. Not top-tier star ratings, but extremely practical. The boots especially, combined with march formation, my travel speed basically doubles. I equipped the sword myself because once I get a second guard, I can split forces. Ram guards Ding Liang while I explore with the new soldier. The undead invasions have been a gold mine. Second invasion Ram earned 1,600 gold. Third invasion with the guard? For 1,000 gold. Recruiting Mystic Armor Guards at 500 gold each is actually affordable now. The skeleton economy is booming. I'm also eyeing the Abyss Labyrinth. 3 crystal cards to enter. I have 4. But soldiers are still too few. Maybe after I build up more units. Then Li Ying messages. I got a feathered archer training manual from my midnight card. Want it? Do I want it? That's like asking a drowning man if he wants a life jacket. Yes. I've been waiting for a ranged unit to evolve. I'll save it for tomorrow. I'm coming now. I grab Ram and we blitz through the undead between our bases. 700 meters of zombies and skeletons, each one dying in a single hit. 10 minutes flat. Speed running through an apocalypse like it's a commute. I arrive at Li Ying's base slightly out of breath, and she gives me the look. You couldn't wait one day? You literally fought through an undead army for a piece of paper. These undead are basically confetti. Zero threat. She hands me the manual and asks, "Want to come inside?" Sit down for a bit. Every cell in my body screams yes. My brain screams danger. This woman is too beautiful. Her base is too cozy. I will lose focus. I will lose my mind. I will. No thanks. Gotta go evolve troops. Very busy. Important work. Bye. I practically FLE. She watches me leave with this knowing smirk that tells me she knows exactly why I'm running. You seem scared, she calls after me. Scared? I'm terrified. Not of monsters or killers or undead armies. Of a woman in a gray dress with a smile that could collapse civilizations. My willpower is strong, but it's not infinite. Back at base, I learn the manual and check the feathered archer stats. Attack 8, Defense 3, Life 20. Way better than basic archers. Perfect evolution material. Research tab, Feathered Archer Evolution, 10 super energy points. I pop a crystal card. Click Evolve. Loading bar. 1 minute. The Feathered Archer transforms into Star Moon Archer, 1-star mutant. Attack, 20. Defense, 5. Damage, 5 to 30. Speed, 5. Life, 50. Skills. Frost Arrow. Deals 50 bonus ice damage and slows target by 80% for 3 seconds. Weak point shot, 10% crit rate. Piercing shot. Arrows penetrate through 3 targets in a line. Rapid fire, 300% attack speed for 10 seconds. 500-second cooldown. 300% attack speed. For 10 seconds. That means in those 10 seconds, one archer fires as many arrows as 4 archers. And each arrow can pierce 3 enemies. And each hit slows by 80% and has a 10% crit chance. During rapid fire, a single Star Moon Archer is basically a machine gun that shoots freezing bullets that go through multiple people. Recruitment cost, 100 food, 800 gold. Training time, 96 hours. Monthly salary, 50 gold. More expensive than the Mystic Armor Guard in gold terms. And the HP at 50 is fragile compared to the Guard's 150. Plus the damage range of 5 to 30 is wildly inconsistent. You could hit for 5 or you could hit for 30. It's like a slot machine with every arrow. But you know what? Put a line of Mystic Armor Guards in front and Star Moon Archers behind them. The guards take 0 damage while the archers rain frozen death from behind. It's the perfect combo. Immovable wall meets unstoppable rain of arrows. I now have the 2 most overpowered unit types in this world. A melee tank that literally can't be damaged and a ranged DPS that turns enemies into frozen pincushions. Day 11 in the ancient void world. Resources, still pathetic. Population, still last place. Army quality, absolutely terrifying. Now I've got ranged troops, but they need bows. The blacksmith can make basic ones, attack 1, direct range 30 meters, arcing range 100 meters. That's basically a TOY. But it's all I've got. So I forge a few and try not to cry about the quality. By the end of the undead invasion, I hit level 35. My stats are nicely balanced at 14/14/6/7. Ram's stats are hilariously unbalanced at 19/16/2/4. His spirit hasn't moved since day 1. This man's magical potential is equivalent to a potato. But who needs magic when you can stab things this well? Midnight card, minimum reward. Again, at this point, I'm not even disappointed. I'm excited. The worse my luck gets, the bigger the eventual payoff. I'm basically investing in a luck fund with compound interest. Next day, I send Ram alone to babysit Ding Liang's base and head south with my Mystic Armor Guard to find the edge of this world. Because I need to know how big is this fishbowl we're living in. We march for hours. No resources. No ruins. No anything. Just grass and trees, and the occasional wild animal that my guard kills without breaking stride. 20 kilometers later, there it is. A shimmering barrier, just like the portal we came through. Surface rippling like water. Completely impassable. The edge of the small world. So this place has borders. Good to know. I spend the afternoon walking along the barrier's edge, mapping the curve. Wild animal sightings everywhere. Massive herds of buffalo and sheep. Future livestock if I can ever set up ranches out here. My guard clears every predator we encounter like a pest control service. By 4 p.m., I check the map and realize I've walked an arc from the 6 o'clock position to the 9 o'clock position. Over 20 kilometers of perimeter. This world is circular. And based on the curve, our 10 bases are clustered in the center, taking up only a fraction of the total area. On the way back, I discover a sulfur mine. Bright yellow. Stinky. And according to the info panel, classified as a rare resource. Back at base, Guagua explains, rare minerals are essential for recruiting powerful units and upgrading buildings like the library. There are only 4 types: mercury, sulfur, crystal, and gems. Does every small world have all 4? Rarely. Larger worlds have more variety. How big is our world? My base is 20 kilometers from the edge. That makes this a large world. Not super large, but still impressive. Then the real bombshell. Can small worlds be expanded? Yes. Conquer another lord's small world. Bring their world stone back, and your radius increases by 5 to 20 kilometers. So after connecting to the main world, people can literally invade each other's small worlds and steal their territory. The ancient Void world isn't just a survival game. It's a conquest game. Everyone is trying to eat everyone else. Forever. I'm not a warmonger. But if someone tries to swallow MY world, I'm taking their entire dimension and using it as my backyard. How do we connect to the main world after 1 month? A portal appears at the northernmost point of the barrier. Blue-colored section. Can't miss it. 1 entrance. 1 single point of contact with the outside world. That means all defense can be concentrated at 1 location. No need to protect a 360-degree perimeter. Just build a wall at the north gate and dare anyone to come through. That night, I chat with both my ladies. With Zihan, it's the usual dance of flattery and resistance. She's warming up, but still won't commit before the month ends. With Liang, I share the Starmoon Archer stats and discuss the northern defense strategy. She immediately agrees that concentrated defense is the smartest play. The only worry, the terrain north of us is flat. No mountains, no natural choke points. Building walls across open plains takes insane amounts of resources. Zihan mentioned that walls require iron, plus horrifying quantities of wood and stone. Even with thousands of residents, you can't build major fortifications overnight. Which means after the portal opens, priority 1 is finding mounts in the main world. Cavalry for mobile defense. Can't guard a wide-open field with just infantry. Next morning, I head north to find the portal location. Meanwhile, Ding Liang is rotting inside his base. He hasn't moved in days. He's down to a few hundred food units with 80 residents eating through it like termites. He can't recruit new people, can't gather resources. He's watching his empire slowly starve. Around noon, desperation finally hits him. He sends a few residents out to pick fruit. Ram intercepts them before they reach the grove and chases them all back inside. Didn't kill them, just terrorized them into retreating. A warning shot across the bow. Ding Liang checks Ram's stats and sees level 30. His heart probably stops beating for a full second. He's got maybe a handful of 3-star archers and some basic troops. Against a level 30 hero? That's like bringing a water gun to a tank battle. In desperation, he messages Zihan, probably thinking she's the one with the firepower since she has the most population. Begging for mercy, pleading for his life. Zihan, who has no idea I'm the one blocking his gate, and who remembers that this man secretly murdered 3 people, responds with 2 words. You must die. Cold. Ice cold. Zihan, the girl who's scared of skeletons and counts my messages. She just sentenced a man to death without blinking. Ding Liang killed 3 innocent people for crystal cards. Now he's trapped, starving, surrounded, and the only person he reached out to just told him to go die. Karma doesn't have a schedule, but she always shows up. And somewhere to the north, a blue portal is waiting. 1 month from now, it opens, and this cozy little world of 5 people connects to a universe of millions. Better be ready. Ding Liang is sending Zihan messages like a man drowning in quicksand. I'm sorry. I was possessed. I'll be your slave. Please have mercy, Zihan's response. One character. One single, beautiful, devastating character. Die. Then she screenshots the whole exchange and sends it to me. I nearly choke laughing. This girl who counts my messages and is scared of skeletons just went full executioner on a grown man. No hesitation. No mercy. Just die? I love it. But I'm not killing Ding Liang yet. He's got 80 residents in there. That's 80 workers I can absorb if I shut down his system before ending him. Patience. He's not going anywhere. Literally. I march north with my guard to find the portal. 40 kilometers later, I finally spot the blue barrier section. Quick math. 20 kilometers to the south edge, 40 kilometers to the north. This world's radius is at least 30 kilometers. Guagua, that makes this a super large small world master. Super large. I was told those were extremely rare. We hit the dimensional jackpot and didn't even know it. I spend the rest of the day mapping the area around the portal and discover something that makes my strategic brain explode with joy. The portal sits between two mountain ranges. The only way from the portal to our territory is a single passage, about 800 meters wide, roughly 2 kilometers in front of the gate. One choke point. 800 meters wide. That's not a defensive position. That's a kill box. Build a wall across that passage and nothing gets through. Every invader from the main world has to funnel through one corridor, while my mystic armor guards and Star Moon archers turn them into confetti. I message Zihan immediately, start stockpiling resources. We need a wall at the northern pass. She agrees instantly. No arguing. No 10-message limit complaints. When it comes to defense, this girl doesn't play around. Later that night, something wonderful happens. A notification pops up on my screen, alliance request from Zihan. She did it. She actually did it. Before the month is up, without me begging. I smashed the accept button so hard I nearly break my watch. What happened? Why the sudden change of heart? Humph. It's just a few days early. Don't make a big deal out of it. And don't bully me, or I'll break the alliance immediately. Translation. I've been wanting to do this for days, but my pride wouldn't let me, and now that everything is obviously safe, I can finally stop pretending I don't trust you. I hold back every teasing comment that springs to mind. She just made a huge step. No jokes. Be mature, Ding Fu. We discuss future plans. With her resources, Li Ying's gold, and my evolved troops, we're actually a complete package. The only weakness? My recruitment speed. One mystic armor guard every 5 days. Even with the rapid recruitment card, it's barely enough. Speaking of which, Zihan promises to deliver the card tomorrow after the undead invasion. My heart does a backflip. I'll come to your base tomorrow. Don't bother delivering it. We just allied, and all you care about is the card? You're so greedy. Guilty as charged. But in my defense, that card is going to let me pump out super soldiers at quadruple speed for 3 days. That's potentially 6 mystic armor guards, or Star Moon archers. 6 game-breaking units in 3 days instead of 30. To show gratitude, I offer her the cloud-slashing sword for her incoming hero. She's recruiting one from the tavern, costs 500 gold in 12 hours, and it comes out tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, I can't even afford to build my trading post yet, and she's buying heroes like they're on sale. The wealth gap is real. 5th undead invasion launches. Boss spawns in the same spot. I don't even react anymore. It's like checking the mailbox. Oh look, another crystal card delivery. Thanks, universe. This time it's a ghost king instead of the corpse king. Slightly higher attack and defense, same HP, but 70% physical dodge rate. Scary on paper. In practice, I have 2 mystic armor guards now. They charge in and both activate 5-hit combos simultaneously. 10 attacks total. Even with 70% dodge, 3 hits land. The Ghost King needs 1 hit to die. It literally materialized, made eye contact with me, and ceased to exist. Didn't even get to use a skill. Born and died in the same breath. Shortest boss fight in ancient Void World history. Green treasure chest, hero card, X1. Trial token X1, blue/3 star. Catapult blueprint. The luck rebounds again. My pattern is clockwork at this point. Bad cards for days. Then the treasure chest delivers the goods. The trial token is interesting. Guagua explains it creates a temporary portal to a timed monster killing challenge. More kills equals better rewards. Blue quality means 3 uses. But with only 2 guards, I can't score high enough yet. Saving this for when I have an actual army. The catapult blueprint? Siege weapon. For when I eventually need to break down someone's walls. Filed under, future problems, future solutions. The hero card? That's going straight to Li Ying. She's still level 1 with no hero, earning 0 passive experience. She needs this more than I do. Every day she stays level 1 is a day she could die to a strong breeze. Tomorrow's plan: visit Zihan first thing, collect the rapid recruitment card, deliver the sword. Then visit Li Ying, deliver the hero card. 2 base visits, 2 beautiful women, 0 romantic complications. Okay, maybe some romantic complications, but I'll deal with those after I build my army. The countdown is on. 19 days until the portal opens. 19 days to build walls, train soldiers, evolve units, and prepare for whatever's waiting on the other side. The small world era is ending. The real game is about to begin. I arrive at Zihan's base, and there she is, standing next to her brand new hero. I check his stats, 2 stars. Talent, increases troop HP. That's it. That's the whole talent. It's like buying a sports car and discovering it only goes slightly faster than a bicycle. But hey, a hero is a hero. At least he can go outside and farm experience while she stays safe behind her 50 arrow towers. I pull out the cloud-slashing sword and hand it over. Here, don't say I never gave you anything. Equip your hero and go grind. Zihan's eyes light up like a kid on Christmas when she sees the sword stats. Her grin stretches from ear to ear as she practically snatches it from my hands. Then she reaches into her bag and produces the rapid recruitment card. The card, the Holy Grail, the answer to my prayers, the single most important item in my entire existence right now. I take it with trembling hands. This beautiful little card is going to let me quadruple my army production for 3 days. My heart is singing. Next month, I'll recruit a better hero. She pouts, clearly embarrassed about her 2-star pull. Don't worry about star rating right now. Just level up. You'll get more heroes later. The tavern isn't the only source. Back at base, I do the math. The Star Moon Archer finishes recruiting tomorrow at noon. If I activate the card then, I maximize the 3-day window. The current Mystic Armor Guard in production is only halfway done. Starting the card now would waste half a day of the boost on a unit that's almost done anyway. Patience, Ding Fu. One more day? Next stop, Li Ying's base. I hand her the hero card like it's a birthday present. You're giving me a hero card? She stares at me with this expression that's half gratitude, half something else I can't quite read. Her cheeks go slightly pink. That's very generous. You're the only one without a hero, and you're still level 1. That's basically a death sentence with legs. Fine. Thank you. She activates the card. Magic circle. Flash of light. And standing before us is a woman. A gorgeous, golden-haired woman in gleaming armor radiating an aura of divine righteousness. Sinvanna greets the master. Awaiting your command, I check her stats and my soul leaves my body. Sinvanna, 5-star, 5 stars. The 1 in 100,000 pull. The lottery jackpot. The thing I told myself would never happen. Talent, Holy Light Maiden. Deals 300% damage to demons and undead. Holy magic effects doubled. Special skill, Holy Prayer. All troops under command gain 200% attack, defense, and life. 5% HP regeneration per second. 20% crit rate. Full negative effect immunity. Lasts 4 seconds, 2 seconds per spirit point. 30-minute cooldown. Troop limit, 2,000 troops. That's double Ram's limit. And that special skill, 200% boost to everything for a duration that scales with spirit. At high spirit levels, that buff could last over a minute. Her troops would become temporarily invincible every 30 minutes. And she deals triple damage to undead and demons? In a world where half the enemies are undead, she's basically a nuclear weapon against everything we've fought so far. I stare at the golden-haired beauty. Then I look at my hands. My hands that held that card. My card that I gave away. The 5-star hero that should have been mine is standing in someone else's base, calling someone else master. I want to cry. I want to scream. I want to travel back in time 5 minutes and slap the card out of my own generous hands. But I can't show it. I can't. Li Ying is standing right there looking grateful and happy, and I have to be a good ally. That's great. Really great. Good for you. My smile is so forced it could crack concrete. Li Ying doesn't seem to grasp how insanely rare this is. She's never had a hero before, never asked her system about hero mechanics. She just sees nice talent, kills undead better, and thinks it's a decent pull. A decent pull. She pulled a nuclear warhead and thinks it's a nice firecracker. Listen to me very carefully, I say, my voice suddenly dead serious. Do not teach her any skills. None. Zero. Wait until you find a skill steal to learn what her ultimate skill requires. This is critical. Oh, okay. If you say so, she has no idea why. She doesn't know about ultimate skills or skill steals, or the fact that 5-star heroes can unlock abilities that rewrite the rules of reality. But she trusts me, so she agrees. I call Ram over and tell him to lend Sylvana his refined iron sword and spring recovery armor for leveling. Ram's response. He doesn't just agree. He sprints over to Sylvana, rips off his own equipment, and presents it to her with the most pathetic, love-struck, puppy dog expression I have ever seen on a grown man's face. Loyalty check, still 100. Not because of duty, because of hormones. My 4-star tactical genius is a simp. Sylvana looks at the equipment, then looks at Ram, and with the most dismissive expression imaginable says, I don't need weapons to deal with this trash. Then she walks out the gate, and 2 blades of pure light materialize in front of her, spinning around her body in a 5-meter radius at blinding speed. Every undead that touches the light just vanishes. Poof. Gone. Instant vaporization. She's not even fighting. She's walking. Just casually strolling through a zombie apocalypse while her automatic spinning light blades delete everything within 5 meters. This skill isn't in her stat panel. It's not listed anywhere. It's a hidden ability, probably exclusive to the Holy Light Maiden talent. She literally has cheat codes built into her character. Li Ying's level counter starts climbing like an elevator. Level 2. Level 5. Level 8. Level 12. In minutes. Thank you so much for this hero. Li Ying is practically glowing with excitement. Yeah, no problem. Happy to help. What are allies for? I say through a smile that is 90% pain and 10% muscle memory. I gave away a 5-star hero. A 5-star hero. With hidden abilities. And a 2,000 troop limit. And triple damage to undead. Back at base, I stare at Guagua's screen with hollow eyes. Guagua, what are the odds of pulling a 5-star hero from a hero card? 1 in 100,000, master. Incredibly rare. You were extremely fortunate too. Don't finish that sentence. I think my accumulated bad luck from the daily cards didn't go into today's treasure chest at all. It went into that hero card. All those 100 wood pulls, all those minimum rewards, all that stored up fortune, and it exploded into a 5-star hero that I handed to someone else. I am simultaneously the luckiest and unluckiest person in this entire world. Master, the odds of pulling a 5-star hero from a card are less than 1 in 10,000. Most 5-star heroes come from hero altars. Yeah, well, one just got pulled. From a card I gave away. Master is truly tragic. Even Guagua is roasting me now. My own system is offering condolences for my generosity. This is rock bottom. But I need answers. Why did Sylvana have skills that weren't on her stat panel? Those spinning light blades weren't listed anywhere. 5-star heroes come in 2 types. Ability heroes and profession heroes. Ability heroes have generic talents that multiple heroes can share. Profession heroes have unique talents. Only one exists at a time. Holy Light Maiden is a profession. Those light blades aren't weapons or skills. They're part of her body. Part of her body? She has built-in laser swords growing out of her like fingernails? That's not a hero. That's a biological weapon. And profession heroes are unique? Like, there can only be one Holy Light Maiden in the entire world? Correct. Only after she dies would another appear. I gave away a one-of-kind hero. The only Holy Light Maiden in existence. And she's hanging out at Li Ying's base calling someone else Master. Master really should have kept that card, Guagua adds helpfully. Thank you, Guagua. Really appreciate the commentary. Then he mentions something that pulls me out of my self-pity spiral. The trial token's enemies are all demons and undead. For the Holy Light Maiden with 300% damage bonus. That place would be paradise. Wait. The trial token I've been saving because I don't have enough troops? I can use Sylvana instead? She'd mow through demons like a lawnmower through grass. New plan. Tomorrow, After the Star Moon Archer finishes recruiting, activate the Rapid Recruitment card and enter the trial space with Sinvana. Can I leave the trial if it gets too dangerous? Yes, there's an exit button in the top right corner. Perfect. Safety net in place. Next morning, I message Li Ying, bring Sinvana to my base. We're doing a trial run. Then I message Zihan. Come too. Free experience. At noon, my first Star Moon Archer is born. I immediately activate the Rapid Recruitment card. For the next 3 days, my 96-hour recruitment drops to roughly 19 hours. I queue up soldiers like they're on a conveyor belt. The factory is open for business. The girls arrive and immediately do that thing women do where they've apparently been best friends for 17 lifetimes despite meeting 30 seconds ago. Oh my God, your hair. It's so pretty. We should totally. I'm standing there like a confused lighthouse watching 2 ships sail past me. Weren't these 2 supposed to be rivals? Zihan was interrogating Li Ying about me just days ago. Now they're acting like sorority sisters? Women are a mystery wrapped in an enigma wrapped in compliments about each other's appearance. Troop count for the trial. I bring my 2 Mystic Armor Guards plus 1 Star Moon Archer. Zihan brings 30 soldiers. Li Ying brings 10. Total, 43 troops plus 3 heroes. We enter the trial space and a 30-second countdown appears. First wave incoming. Both of you stay behind me. Don't use magic. Just watch. Wave 1 arrives and it's baby demons. They're small, bouncy, hopping around like excited puppies. Almost cute. Almost. Sinvana charges in without being asked. Lightblade spin. 10 seconds later, the entire wave is gone. Not defeated, erased. Like they were never there. Waves 2 through 4 are the same story. Sinvana solo performance. Everything within 5 meters of her gets automatically deleted. She's not even swinging. She's just existing aggressively and things die around her. The experience splits 3 ways since we're allied and entered together. Even the scraps are decent. Li Ying's hero is so amazing. Zihan gushes, eyes sparkling like a fangirl. All thanks to Ding Fu. He gave me the hero card, Li Ying says, shooting me a look that's 80% grateful and 20% something that makes my ears hot. Oh really? He gave you a hero card? How generous. Zihan turns to stare at me with the intensity of a police interrogator. The temperature in the room just dropped about 15 degrees. I can feel both pairs of eyes drilling into my skull from different angles. This isn't a conversation. It's a pincer movement. It's just a card. She was level 1. It was a safety issue, I stammer. And it just happened to produce a 5-star hero? What luck? Li Ying smiles innocently while looking at Zihan. Indeed. What luck that his card produced such a wonderful hero. For her, Zihan replies, matching the smile with surgical precision. These 2 were hugging 30 seconds ago. Now they're using me as a battlefield while maintaining perfect smiles. I'm standing between 2 women engaged in psychological warfare so subtle that NATO couldn't detect it. Oh look, Wave 6. The monsters are tougher. Someone recall Sinvana. I practically screamed to change the subject. Wave 6 is actually dangerous. The demons survive the light blades and charge forward. Sinvana has no weapon. Her light blades are medium range, but she's helpless up close. Her stats are 6 attack, 3 defense, and these demons hit hard. Her HP drops by 1/3 in seconds. Pull her back, I yell. Li Ying recalls Sinvana immediately. Heroes don't respawn. If she dies, she's gone. Getting her back would require a hero altar and godly luck. Losing a 5-star unique profession hero would be like burning a winning lottery ticket. Sinvana retreats, looking genuinely embarrassed. I'm sorry, master. I've shamed you. Li Ying puts on her warmest smile. Your level is still low and you have no equipment. Once we gear you up properly, you'll be unstoppable. She's level 25 with stats heavily weighted towards spirit and knowledge. 6/3/11/11. A glass cannon without the cannon part, because she refused to use a weapon. Her pride almost got her killed. But even at level 25 with no gear, she soloed 5 waves of demons using nothing but her innate light blades. At level 50 with proper equipment, at level 100, she'll be the most terrifying being in this world. And she belongs to Li Ying. Because I gave her away. I'm never being generous again. Ever. The Wave 6 monsters have 18 attack, 10 defense, and 220 HP. Tough, but not tough enough. I send Ram and both Mystic Armor Guards forward while my Lone Star Moon Archer opens fire from behind. The rapid fire skill kicks in, triple attack speed, and with piercing shot, each arrow skewers 3 demons in a line. 2 volleys, 3 dead. The archer is a printing press of death. The guards wade into melee, and it's pure destruction. Ram's level 38 gives him 27 attack, plus the guard's own 13, totaling 40. Against 10 defense, with the non-heavy armor bonus adding 50 damage, each normal hit deals 600 to 1,500 damage. The demons have 220 HP. They're dying in fractions of a second. Entire groups just disintegrating. The piercing strike skill is triggering constantly, and the 5-hit combo is on rotation. It's not combat. It's a WODCHIPPR. Meanwhile, the demons hitting MY guards are dealing 2 to 3 damage, which regenerates instantly. They might as well be throwing flowers. We blast through waves 7, 8, 9, 10. By wave 10, demon damage finally breaks 10 per hit against the guards, but we still clear it. Wave 11 appears, and suddenly the math changes. Too many enemies, too few guards. The regeneration can't keep up with concentrated fire from dozens of demons. I see the HP bars dropping faster than they refill, and hit the exit button immediately. No ego, no greed. Survival. We pop back into reality, and the rewards drop. 50,000 experience points each. Lords and heroes, 50,000. That's insane. My level jumps like it got launched from a catapult. My personal loot, a skill book called Destruction Magic, and a Shield Sword Infantry Training Manual. Zihan gets Ballista Blueprint and 3 random cards. Li Ying gets a City Building card and a Return Stone. I freeze mid-celebration. Wait, did you say City Building card? A City Building card. The thing Guagua told me I need to restart a captured central system. The key to building a second castle, combined with Ding Liang's system that I'm planning to capture. This is everything. Li Ying reads my face like an open book and immediately holds both items out to me. Here, take them. The secondary castle matters more for you. No negotiation. No, what will you trade me? Just hands them over like they're spare change. The return stone is perfect too. I'm the one constantly exploring 40 kilometers from base. One click and I teleport home instead of walking for hours in the dark. This woman understands my needs better than I understand them myself. Thanks. I grab both items without a shred of shame. Generosity must be accepted quickly before the giver changes their mind. Zihan's eyes are drilling holes between me and Li Ying, scanning back and forth like a radar system. I can practically hear her internal monologue. They've been allied for 3 days, and she's already giving him everything. This is suspicious. This is very suspicious. Then she makes a move I didn't expect. Li Ying, take my Shield Sword Infantry Manual. You have Sinvana to lead troops. I don't have a good enough hero to bother. She walks over and hands the manual to Li Ying with a smile that contains approximately 17 hidden messages, all of them directed at me. That's very generous of you, Zihan. Li Ying accepts warmly. Of course. We're allies. We should support each other. Unlike some people, Zihan's eyes laser onto me with enough intensity to cut steel. What did I do? I protest. When did I say I was stingy? Oh, she thinks I called her stingy earlier when I said she should keep the manual because her hero isn't worth investing in. She heard, your hero is bad, and translated it to, you're cheap. I never said you were stingy. I just said your hero. If I'm not stingy, then just ask for resources. I'll give them to you. You don't have to insult me. Great. I need resources for the trading post. She blinks, pauses, then bursts out laughing. The trading post? That's barely anything. Why didn't you just say so instead of calling me names? I didn't call you. You know what, fine. Zihan is the most generous, most gracious, most beautiful benefactor in the entire ancient void world. Humph. That's more like it. She puffs up with satisfaction. How much do you need? Then I ask the real question. Are the regular trading post and the void trading post different buildings? Turns out yes. The regular one opens after the month ends for trading with other ancient void world players. But the void trading post, the one that lets me buy materials from Earth, needs a separate building. Cost: 10 of each rare mineral, mercury, sulfur, crystal, gems, plus 10,000 gold. 10,000 gold. And 4 types of rare minerals I've only found one of? You want to trade with your original world? Liang asks, curious. If I can get titanium alloy or advanced composites, the weapons and armor I could forge would be on a completely different level. Gold isn't a problem. I have over 6,000 and you have 8,000. Combined, that's enough. The rare minerals are the bottleneck. She's right.